we're on. We've got a clock up there, but the clock is not. Do we have someone managing that clock? I'm not sure. I'm not sure what they're doing with the time right now. These might be 2-minute rounds. And here we go. All right, no contact there. Ooh, a nice reach. These two athletes seem to be toying with each other. Often I have found that in the opening of any match, you're going to have some nerves, right? And so it's important as an athlete. See how he's dancing around, bouncing around a little bit in the upper left-hand corner. That's a great way to get yourself into the right proper state. And here we go. Looks like red landed with first contact. Point awarded. 1 point awarded to red. Both of these athletes have a nice long reach. Although, if you're asking me, I think they're using them a little too much. I haven't seen any defense yet in this match. Izzy, just so you let you know, Kevin says, poor Izzy on here, knowing that I'm picking on you and talking about you. Lots of swings, not a lot of contact. But again, these athletes are just warming up. They're just getting into it. Now what you can see is that we have two officials here, okay? Our official standing in the white is our number one official. But we've got a second official down here in the corner who's wearing a backwards hat right now. And as he's pointing to the fighter, that signifies that contact was landed at that fighter on that fighter. So it's another way that as you're watching, you can get an idea of where the contact was first seen by these judges. We've got a score of 3-2, and look, both judges are pointing to red, signifying that red was hit. So that would mean that a point would be going to the orange saber. They're conversing right now. We want to make sure we get these calls right in Lightspeed. It's very important. However, it's also important that we make these calls quickly because we want this to be a fast event. Kevin, you're right. We are in a hot spot. Thank you for that feedback. I'm going to see if we can do something about that. No, you're good. The board is right there. All right. Yes, Van 2G4. That's a great idea. So we've got 4-0 over here. Looks like hit first landed on blue. So on the left side we got blue. In the right corner you've got green. Oh no! Ooh, hard to see what happened there. They might. Looks like we have indirect contact. Landing on green. And we have the score 5-1. Blue. A little bit of sloppy contact, another indirect. I would have waved that if I was judging this one because it was hard for me to see, but of course our judges have a much better angle. But he's calling that indirect contact, which means that there was some kind of attack, a hit, and contact, but it was indirect, not a direct hit. So it came off of the saber in some way, landing somewhere on the body. It looks like they waved off that point and called it a no call. Nice defense by Trish there. But ultimately landing on Trish, there was a secondary hit that was late. We're calling that the Hawaiian hula dance. And first contact landed on Trish. We've got 2 points were rewarded to green, and the score is 5-3 green. Sorry, blue. 5-3 blue. Judges conferring again, which is something that I like that we do. We want to get it right. We want to get it right for the athletes. There's a fine line between getting it right and making the athletes wait. So for me, to be honest, this is a little too much time waiting. If I was in that ring right now, I'd be like, get out of the way. Let me knock this person off their butt and let me fight. Because that's what we're here to do. We're here to fight. We're here to see those colors flashing. We're here to dance. We're here to move. And I'd much rather, even if they got the point wrong, not in my favor, as an athlete, I'm wanting to get back out there. I'm wanting to show my stuff. I'm wanting to show off, and I'm wanting to play mind games with the person that I'm going against. Anytime I'm competing, I'm always playing my competitor like a puppet. So I'm looking for how can I manipulate them, and how can I make this happen. So it looks like we're ending there. I'm not sure what they conferred there. We had the winner was our blue saber in that match. Final score 7-3, 8-3. Do you feel comfortable spinning that camera into the red ring? No.
I got you.
Okay. Nice and slow. All right, so we're going to show you our red ring. We got 2 matches going on right now. So just spin that right there. Twist slowly. Twist it. Yep, there you go. All right, so here we go. We're going to show you guys what's going on in our red ring. We've got red versus blue. Looks like we have Brandon Neese fighting in blue. I can't tell who our fighter is in red. Okay. Yeah, English, great, thanks. All right. Looks like we got a headshot landing on red from Neese. Now Neese has a very quick. This guy's a dancer, and he's quick on his feet, quick on his toes. He's got quick moves, and he likes to come out. I will tell you that he's awfully predictable sometimes, I find. He usually reaches and lunges with a headshot. And if you know Neese, you know to expect the lunge, to expect to come in at the head. It's usually his first maneuver. Let's see if it happens here. Yep, there he goes again, right to the head. However, he was landed on first. It looks like our secondary judge is saying that a hit landed on Neese. All right, here we go. Let's see. Now, remember I told you, Nice usually leads with that lunge to the head.
Talk to the head ref.
And there it is again, right? So this is like the 4th or 5th time he's come out of that corner like that. He landed that time. Looks like there was a secondary hit. Score is 8-5 for Nice, and the winner is Brandon as he salutes. And let's bring him over here. Let's see if he's willing to come and join us. Jonah, can you go check out Brandon and see if he'd be willing to come in for an interview? All right, so we've got Brandon East coming to join us. A great competitor, a better man, someone who I'd enjoyed not only competing with but learning with and helping this organization grow. So here we got Brandon East. So I was kind of talking a little bit of smack while we were watching you. Some of the things I said were that you're very quick, right? You're super quick on your toes. Jonah, can you turn the camera to the blue ring? You're quick on your toes, a dancer, fast. But I outed you a little bit by saying that he always begins with a lunge to the head.
Yeah.
So tell us about your strategy a little bit there. What's your mindset in that?
So I like to keep my opponent off guard by not knowing how close they are to me. So that lunge kind of gives me that extra little bit of distance. However, when fighting a competitor, especially one like Alex who likes to do the two-handed grip, he does not have as much of a reach that I have. So that gives me a slight advantage over him because he can't touch me, but I can touch him.
Wow. Okay. So so do you just keep going with what's working, or do you tell me more about that strategy?
Yeah. So I try to do what's working for as long as possible until they figure it out. So if you notice, partway through the match, he started to really figure out what I was doing and started gaining points really quickly. And that's when I switch. I do not recommend doing that. I recommend switching it up on your opponent before they can hit you. But that's typically what I end up doing.
One of the things difficult about Brandon is like not only is he fast, but that lunge has a lot of power to it. So even if like someone's getting a block up or a defense mechanism up, you're there to be able to power through that.
Yeah.
And you were able to be successful at that today. So congratulations.
Thank you.
Good match and good luck on your next one.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
All right, so Brandon East, great competitor, great man, and what we've got here going on. Do we have a? Were we able to?
I'm gonna do it.
Okay, awesome. All right, so we've got a score of 7-2 here. So we're looking at a final point to win the match. And again, sitting next to me is my beautiful daughter. Say hello, Izzy, to everybody out there in Streamland. Final score, 8-2, and we're working on getting a list of names so that I'm able to tell you who is in each match. If you've been around Lightspeed, you might know just by looking at them, if you've been to some of our tournaments. Again, if you're just logging in or you haven't yet introduced yourself, say hello in the chat box. Let us know who you are, what brought you to Lightspeed, how you got into this very unique sport. We're going to switch cameras over here to the red ring. I really like the style of the two fighters that you're looking at here. There's a lot of movement. We've got a white saber in the left corner and a purple saber in the right corner. Both of these athletes in slightly unique garb, which is really cool for this event, right? And for Lightspeed. It's a sport where people don't just show up in shorts and a certain shirt, but sometimes people are even almost in costume-like attire. So here we've got a score with White showing some of his shortmanship. The score is 5-4 White. Here we go. Competitors dancing around, reaching for that hit, not landing. Looks like it was simultaneous contact. The secondary judge, that's what he sees. When you see those two arms like that, he's saying it was simultaneous and he couldn't really see. However, we've got our main judge, David, who looks like it's an indirect hit. 6-4 for White. Here he comes. First contact landed on blue for a final score of 8-4 White. And again, you can see the athletes salute each other. Yeah, so Kevin is sharing that he mostly refs the fights in his group, And it's reassuring to see that it's hard for these refs too. This is such a fast sport, and as it develops with the speed of it, our referee, the mentality of refereeing, the approach of refereeing has evolved with the sport, and it really needs to. And our referees do such a fantastic job, and our referee coordinators do such a fantastic job of making sure that they're staying with and honoring the integrity of the sport, the speed of it, the athleticism of our athletes, as well as the fan base, and making sure that the sport stays quick and stays engaging. A lot of sports make the mistake, if you're a fan of the NBA or basketball or some of these typical traditional American sports, you've seen these sports slow down tremendously as referees try to get the call right. And here at Lightspeed, we want to get the call right, but we're committed to the sport, even bigger than just the individual athlete and their ego on whether that call was right or not. And so sometimes we'll just move through, move past, call it even, say, we can't really tell what happened there. And so the fight can continue and the fight can engage. Kevin, you're out there. Tell me what some of your strategy has been refereeing when you're refereeing a match. So here we've got, you can see these, this is right here, we've got traditional Star Wars colors out there. In the upper left corner, we've got the Darth Vader red, the Sith red. In the lower right corner, we've got the Jedi green.
So, that's sorry. I don't.
It looks like we might be checking the...
Hilt.
So we've got our head referee, David, and I think he's checking for the safety. And the handle to make sure it was solid and intact. Maybe he was hearing a sound, it's possible, and he wanted to make sure that it was safe. So basically what happens, if you're watching this for the first time, is it's a little different than boxing, right? Like where you send in the fighters, or UFC, you send in the fighters and they just fight and fight and fight and fight, and then they accrue points, or judges are watching. Here, this is much more like a karate format, where you have, or fencing, where you have fighters come out, a point is scored, and then they're sent back. The judge, the referee calls a break, and they return to their corners. So that looks like simultaneous contact to me. Our secondary judge agrees, but David has a finer eye and saw something, point awarded to red. And we have a score of 1-1. It's the photo for the...
For the people on this side might be kind of free to read. People in the
Would you be
red
willing
box.
to write down, like when new people step into the ring, to write it down?
Like it's blurry. It's really blurry.
Right, but what I'm saying is, could you read it on the paper and write it down?
I'm trying to take up so much of your time.
Oh, okay.
That's the only thing.
Okay.
I want to keep it moving.
All right, here we go. Looks like we have a break there, and a hit landed on red. It was a secondary hit, so that'll be 1 point. Score is 4-1.
Good job, guys.
Again, if you're just logging in and just joining us, go ahead and tell us what brought you to Lightspeed, how you got into this very unique and amazing sport, and maybe where you are coming in from. We've got folks from overseas, out in Belgium, and it's really cool how the internet has helped this sport spread. And it's how I came to the sport as well. I would argue that many of us have found the sport through the internet. Now the waving of that saber right there, some find it distracting. Some athletes like to create that distraction. Me personally, when I see someone waving that, I look for the weakest moment there to attack, right? Because if you're an athlete and you're busy waving, you're playing with your lightsaber, I'm looking for your weakness, right? So our green saber I want you to notice her athleticism. She's pretty graceful. She moves in quickly, and she actually gets out of that corner pretty quick. Let's see if she comes out. So she's wanting to dominate. Yeah, see how she's keeping her red opponent in her. She's backing her into the corner. And one of the great things about that is that it gives your opponent less space to move around. So, so we got a green saber coming out. Let's see if she does it again. She likes to meet her more than halfway out into that ring. Here she comes out further. Our red athlete not getting out there enough. And so again, she has less movement, less ability to move around, to defend herself, to dance. She's stuck in the corner, and it looks like there was a hit by green, landing on red. For another point, green arriving clean. 8-6, winner, our green saber. And I'm really going to attribute that to her coming out in the corner. Let's see if we can get her over here to talk to her real quickly. Bella, would you be willing to go grab the athlete that just...
I don't know her name.
I don't know her name either yet. Just be like, hey, would you be willing to come in for an interview? So we're going to try to get that athlete with the green saber, introduce her as someone I'd never met before, and let's start talk a little strategy, see what she's got going on. Jonah, would you be willing to switch to blue ring?
We're waiting for the lights at 7, by the way.
Okay.
Here.
She's going next. So
2 minutes.
2 minutes.
Not even. Just a minute. Here, you can grab a seat right here. Yeah, it's perfect. All right. So welcome. Say hello to everybody out there in Webland.
Hi guys.
So my name is Steven. It's good to meet you. Tell me your name.
Paulina.
Paulina. Okay. So great match. Congratulations, by the way. And so one of the things that I noticed about the way that you fight is that you come out pretty quickly, and I don't know if you're doing it on purpose, but like you were cornering your opponent in their corner, providing them with very little room to fight. Is that on purpose? Is that a strategy you're doing? Tell us a little about like how you approach each point.
I just don't like to wait until they come to me and when they stand, so I just want something to already start happening so I can work with it. So, yeah, and it's just moving forward. It was not really cornering. I wasn't thinking of cornering. I was just going at him.
Okay.
I don't know. He could have gone around.
Yeah, she could. So, and what brought you to Lightspeed? Like, how did you find our sport?
I found it online, and I just a few months ago, for the first time, watched Star Wars, and I fell in love with that, and I watched everything possible about that, and I saw like, if there's such thing of like lightsaber fencing, because just anything, and I found King in Irvine.
So just a few months you've been doing this.
This is actually a month and a half about.
So that's unbelievable. So she's only been doing it for a month and a half. You saw how amazing she was out there. So great job. And another person that came to the sport via Star Wars. And now, do you have a fencing background, or do you have?
But I was thinking actually taking it further with some like rapier fencing.
Very
yeah,
cool.
I love it.
And what about a dance background? Because your footwork looked pretty sharp out there. Do you have a dance background, or what sport have you done?
I've done horse jumping.
Okay, like equestrian.
Yeah, first level on that.
Awesome.
So,
All right.
Shoulder height.
Well, thanks for taking the time to sit down and chat. I want to let you get back to preparing whatever you need to do. Thank you so much for taking the time.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, it was good to meet you.
Goodbye,
good luck.
guys.
Good luck.
Enjoy.
All right. It's always fun to meet a new athlete. We got some comments here. Kevin says letting go of bad calls is a great life skill anyway. You know, Kevin, that's so true. So I think Kevin's commenting on my comment earlier about like we care about the sport, and so a refereeing is really designed to maintain the integrity of the sport and not the egos of our athletes who are upset about a call or want to make sure they got the call absolutely right. And Kevin says letting go of bad calls is a great life skill anyway. And it really is. And again, another really cool thing about the sport is that we're a community also right now. And so, it's not like our referees come in out of like the ethosphere, if that's the right word, and don't know our competitors. Most of our referees know some of our competitors. And so there's an environment where, we're not judging anybody out here, right? And so nobody gets it right all of the time. And frankly, I think it's an important step towards creating peace within ourselves, peace in our community, and peace in the world worldwide, which is the entire purpose of a Jedi to begin with, and the purpose of a lightsaber. It is a tool to create peace in the galaxy or in the world. And so to be fighting and actually getting upset and causing discord between two people is not the intention of the sport. It's quite the opposite. So letting go of those bad calls is an excellent choice. Nice. My daughter's friend just got back from her date. Let's check in with... No, we're not going to do that.
Oh, yeah, no.
All right, so let's see. So JPL2733. Go ahead, JPL, can you tell us what your name is so I can address you by name? Says that when someone waves, it creates an opening and you have to go for it. Yeah, okay, great. So, yeah, when you're messing around with that saber to look pretty, you're creating an opening and it's powerful to take advantage of that. Yeah, would you? Yeah, and you can do that on your own too. If you see that the action's not over here and the action's over here, you can go ahead and switch that up. All right, so let's go over and see what's happening in the red ring. Let's see what we've got. We've got the competitor who's just here. And as you know, that she came from a green fighter, came from loving Star Wars. So she showed up. She looked it up online. She found Lightspeed, and here she is. She's only been fighting for a month and a half. Now she's going up against Connor, it looks like. Is that Connor out there? Okay, she's going up against Connor. I believe he's about 16-year-old teenager. He's been doing this for about 2 years at least. He's fast, he's long, he's lengthy. He's going to be a difficult competitor for her. 3 years is what my son is telling me that Connor's been doing it for. So let's see what's going on here. Looks like Connor landed. Point for Connor being awarded, it looks like. Oh no, that was waved off, so it was 0-0. Connor, he likes to raise that saber. He likes to attack from high. Again, we have no call there, no points awarded. It's interesting because Connor really likes to come out into that ring. Ooh. Now, yeah, so David saw dual contact, right? Simultaneous contact. That's what that is signifying. So, but our secondary thought he saw a headshot landed.
As did I.
Okay, just make sure.
Now, you might have heard one of our fighters yell priority. So we award and reward our fighters for landing headshots. That takes priority over maybe a simultaneous hit or a hit to the hilt or something.
Yeah.
Oh, Joanna. All right. What's up, Joanna? Is this the same Joanna that I know from locally here in Irvine? Let me know, Joanna. I would imagine. I don't know how many Joannas there are. Meeting you, you were the first Joanna I ever met. What? Here we've got my wonderful daughter, Izzy. Izzy, tell us, so you're here, you're a teenage girl, you're 15 years old, there's lots of things you could be doing on a Saturday night, and you're here with your dad, watching our fighters fight. Just your, honest opinion, what do you like?
Honest opinion, not what you want me to say?
No, just your honest opinion. Just tell me what do you see, what do you like about this sport?
This is gonna sound interesting. Just the lights. I don't know. It's kind of like the red dot, like the laser pointer of the cat.
Yes.
That's how I feel. I feel like an idiot just staring at the lightsabers go back and forth and back and forth. That and also the community. The community here is really nice. Everyone knows each other. I don't know everybody else, but apparently they know me somehow. So it's really welcoming, and it's nice to feel welcome.
Yeah, Joanna agrees. She says, yes, it is a very welcoming community. And you brought up the lights. It's really interesting because a lot of sports struggle with our audience being able to follow it. For example, hockey. One of the reasons hockey's been very difficult to take off in this country and in the world on national television is because it's very difficult to follow that puck. And so Fox Entertainment, when they had a contract with the NHL, you know what they did?
No.
Okay, they created a red laser that followed the puck on the screen. So the audience watching the sport at home could easily follow the laser. So my daughter Izzy is pointing out the benefit of this sport, and which makes it more exciting over fencing, I think, even because you can see clearly that saber come in, you can see that bright, flashy laser land or not land, and it just makes it for really exciting. So I appreciate your feedback, Izzy. I've got my son here also. I'm going to kick my daughter out of her seat, invite my son to come sit down.
Wow.
And he's shaking his head no, but I'm going to tell him, Jonah, grab a seat. Let's talk.
Have fun.
And here he comes. All right, now Jonah is quite the competitor. I can tell you, he hasn't gotten a chance to fight for the last couple years because of COVID and because he's become really busy with some other things. This is my son, and I have to tell you that one of the joys for me and what Star Wars has always meant to me is the father-son relationship, and they're also the relationship between light and dark. And in today's society, where we have a lot of divisiveness and a lot of darkness, a sport like this brings light. It's said that you can't. The only way to bring light into a dark situation is to add light. Right? Darkness can't beat out darkness. And so I hope that as you watch, these sabers represent for you the light that we all have within us to bring to any situation, any day, or any social issue that's currently happening in society. Lightspeed is a sport that brings people together. It has brought my son and I together. I've had so much fun competing with you, dude, over the years, whether it's just in the backyard fighting or at a tournament where you actually beat me for the first time. Tell me what it's like as a 12-year-old who started at 10 years old to come to the gym, right? To come to the gym and compete and fight against grown adults and men. What was that like for you?
Well, starting off, it was honestly pretty hard being the youngest person in the gym and keeping up with everyone's size.
Yeah.
So I had to be quicker in different ways.
Yes, you definitely use your speed as an athlete a lot. Was it intimidating at all? Was it uncomfortable? Like, talk about that.
Yeah, in the first couple of months it was pretty intimidating. But once I got used to it, it was pretty good.
How were you received by the community and some of the other fighters?
All the fighters really worked with me and kind of went easy on me in the beginning to show me how to do things and help me by beating me sometimes.
It's one of my things that I really love about this community and the sport. I think the sport allows it because there's so much breaking going on. Whereas, if we're in the middle of a basketball game, your competitor can't really pause and show you things, right?
Yeah.
So, what would you say to friends? Because, you're the only person you know as a kid in your community that does Lightspeed. What would your advice be to parents out there about getting their kids involved in the sport of Lightspeed?
I think they should definitely do it because it helps with a lot of stuff, just footwork and hand-eye coordination, which really helps.
And how about as a competitor? So there's the physicality of the sport, which obviously is it's so physical, right? You said, hand-eye coordination, speed, footwork, all that. What about character and life skills, or how have you developed in other ways through this sport?
Well, like you said earlier, with knowing if it's a bad call, but they can't always make the right call, and having to let go of that and continue.
Yeah.
It really helps.
Spoken by a 12-year-old boy, right? Letting go of a call. It's going to be difficult to find that in the middle of a basketball game, or in the middle of a football game, or a baseball game. And I think part of that is, I know it is. It's part of the character and the integrity of the sport, right? We talk about honor a lot in this sport, and we want to make sure that as we're competing, as we're fighting, we're doing it in an honorable way. What would you say to if there was another 12-year-old boy out there, a 14-year-old kid watching? What would you say to them about this sport? What would you say?
It's just a really great sport, and it really doesn't matter how you compete in other sports, or if you're faster or stronger, you can have different advantages and use that. Even playing with someone's mind.
Yeah, tell us about that. How do you play with people's minds out here?
By just trying to get in their head by either attacking towards them and lunging at them quicker, or pinning them in a corner or something.
Awesome. let's take a look over here at the blue ring, see if they're going to be playing any mind games, and see if they're going to get to pin people into that corner. Jonah, thanks for stopping by, for being willing to visit with your dad, and be on camera. You did a great job, buddy. So, listen, I got to tell you, as a father, this sport is a meaningful sport to me. I wish I had more time and energy to be more a part of the community and to get out here more often. Hopefully I will. Here we go. Ooh. Okay, we've got two very athletic people here right now. So in the left corner, we've got Trish. In the right corner, in the orange saber, we have an orange saber. Not sure what his name is, but here we go. 2 points, landing on the hand. Here we go. Here comes Trish out of the corner. Now, Trish is a fantastic athlete. Our orange, like, he's deep in that corner, but look, he's got that boxing pose. I'm going to guess that he's done some martial art in his past because he's moving those hands and he's jabbing. 1 point awarded, 2 orange for that nice hit. Here we go. We got the 2 athletes coming out of the corner. Let's see what they do. Ooh, look, he's kind of with a little swagger now.
I believe that's Jacob.
That is not Jacob.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay. I mean, his name could be Jacob, but it's not the Jacob I know.
Tom?
I'm not sure.
It's with his mother, Trish. Is it?
All right, here comes Trish, dragging her saber on the ground. Maybe a threat to the feet. Let's see if she goes low. Yep, look at her striking for that foot. But orange lands first. Looks like there was a hit and then a secondary hit. So when in a situation where we have a secondary hit, if it's so fast, right? If it's like boom, 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 then we're gonna waive that out, right? We're not gonna award a point for that because we want as clean of a hit as possible. We really want to reward our athletes for doing something well, and we also want to create an environment where we're rewarding our defense, right? And if you just have 2 athletes coming out, right, like and like both throwing punches at the same time, it makes for a good slow motion Rocky scene, but it doesn't make for a great sport because then you've got just people coming out and attacking, and there's no grace in that. All right, go ahead. So we've got, we're going to switch over to the red ring here because, as my daughter said, our white saber is quite interesting. He's kind of dancing around. Look at him playing with his sword. Watch what he does playing with the sword. Not appropriate for a live stream, but hey, here we go. Okay, lots of movement. Every time he's come out of that corner, he's done something different. An unpredictable fighter, standing still now. It looks like there's a standstill. And we've got, it looks like a hit on white. Our secondary judge believes so. Our primary judge, David, is thinking about it. See, what happens sometimes, the sport is so fast that as a judge, you kind of got to visualize, like, what was it that just happened? You know, what did I just see? And so sometimes our judges are going to have to be a little, you know, they're a little slower to announce because, again, the sport happens so fast that you see it and then you kind of have to think about, like, what is it that I just saw? And when you reflect, you kind of play an instant replay in your own mind and you're able to see what happened. We have our judges now conferring with Kang Snow to see and make sure that they get the call right. David's asking his secondary judge how certain he is of his call. Secondary judge was quite certain, so point was awarded. And the score is 5-6 red. Here we go. There's white dancing. Some showing off some of his swordsmanship. Losing ground. Break was called. I didn't see a clear hit. Our secondary judge is going like this. When he goes like this, what you're saying is, I couldn't see what happened over here, and I couldn't see what happened over here. Again, for me, that was too fast. I couldn't quite see it, but it looks like we've got red landing with a direct hit. Two points for red. Winner, red. Beautiful match. Excellent match. Let's see if we can we get the red fighter over here? It'd be great to interview the red fighter. I don't know either.
Can Jonah go on a random person? Because I did it last time.
Jonah, the person who was he's standing next to the woman in the
It might be
yellow.
going next.
They just finished.
Also, we did the replay.
Oh yeah, we could do the replay, but I don't exactly know.
I wouldn't mess with it.
Let's see what happens. We're gonna try this.
It's going to be the last 30 seconds. The last 30 seconds have been like...
It is the last 30 seconds. Oh, you watched that video with me, didn't you?
Yes.
Or Bella, can we switch over to the blue,
Yeah.
the blue ring here? All right, so we've got one of our last fighters here. Gentleman just won this last match. How you doing?
All right.
Good to meet you. My name is Steven.
Alex.
Alex, good to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Great match, by the
Thanks,
way.
man.
It was. You fought back.
Yeah.
And landed that last clean hit. Tell us about the match a little bit.
Well, I know he's fast. I know he's real fast. I try my best, but I know he leaves his hand open every once in a while. So please go for that,
Yeah. So one of the things I noticed was he's got a lot of swordsmanship.
Yeah.
Right, and he's toying with that a little bit. What do you focus on to help keep you focused and not get distracted by all that?
His face, mostly.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Nice.
Yeah, I try to look at where his face would be,
Yeah. Very cool. And how long have you been? How long have you been involved with Lightspeed?
Not long at all.
Okay.
Like, maybe a month going to practice. This is my first tournament.
Oh wow! All right. Well,
Yeah,
congratulations. That's a good win.
Yeah.
What's something that you really love about the sport?
Dude, the people. I mean, it's great. The energy. Everybody's positive. And it's all about just fun and games.
Yeah, it's true. It is. The community is really a great.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful community. And how did you find the sport? Like, what brought you?
Well, of course, Star Wars.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
Star Wars
Yeah.
is a unifier.
And I mean, I wanted years to come out here, and I finally have the chance. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Very cool.
just living it up,
Very cool. What do you have a martial art background or what
a
kind of
Kendo
background?
But
Okay.
that was like 10 years ago, So
All right.
yeah.
Cool. Well, welcome. It's good to meet you, and I look forward to watching your next fight.
All right, for sure, man.
All right. Yeah. Thank you.
Thanks, dude.
Yeah. All right. So cool to meet so many amazing people. Again, it's one of the things I love so much about this sport is getting to connect with so many different walks of life, and it is a cool thing that Star Wars is something that helps bring this community together. Star Wars, living a healthy lifestyle, and being a good member of the community. Here we go. Those two fighters just got into it. They got pretty close to each other. A little scrappy. I don't know what the emotions are in that ring, but they got a little scrappy. We've got who is in that ring? I can't tell who's in that ring. But I love we got the traditional Star Wars colors: Sith red, Jedi green. Let's see what's happening. The judges are conferring. 1 point awarded to red. The score is 6-4. 6-3 in favor of green. Let's see what happens. Green came out not exactly a strong strike or a strong attack. Looks like a point was landed onto green from red. Let's see what this is. Okay, so it looks like red defended. 3 points awarded to red. Now here's what's happened here. So what happened there? Let's see if we can get the replay there. Let me see if I can get this replay. Come on, replay. Let's see.
So they are
No. Oh, I have to unlock that. Let's see what happens here if I'm able to do this. And I am not successfully able to show you the instant replay on that. But basically what happened was red was awarded 3 points because an attack came from green. Red defended and then countered with a clean hit. So in this sport, we award and reward the defense 2 points and a strike, landing a total of 3.
Did you just say red countered?
That was the prior. It was the prior point. I was explaining the prior point. I tried to use the instant replay, but I totally failed. Can you show me how to? Can you show me how to do that?
Okay, yeah. So you need to turn on the replay buffer first. Okay. Then you touch that button.
Okay.
All right. And then you have to open up the video file folder.
Oh, right.
So you have
Down.
to go to folder down here. You have to go to the actual
Okay.
file. And then that's right there.
Okay.
And then
Alright.
double click it to play it, okay? Okay, and then go into your
Into here again?
Go ahead and let it. Oh no. Oh no, never mind. I did this wrong. Sorry. Close this. My bad.
All right, so I'm trying to figure out right now, if you're watching, how to
Get
do
out
the
of this.
instant replay.
Sorry. I did this wrong. Okay, so you're gonna go to replay video. Okay, double click it. Okay, and then you're gonna browse.
Okay.
Okay, and then grab it.
All right.
Okay, hit OK. Okay. All right. So now if you activate it, it'll come on.
How do you activate it?
So you got to just hit the eyeball. Wait, do you already have it on?
Or unlock. You have to unlock
Oh,
it?
hit replay group. Replay group. Replay group. See that? It's a group. See that?
No, I don't see
Above,
replay group.
above image.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, turn that on.
Oh.
Okay, so
There you
load it first and then hit replay group, or now that it's on, it'll stay on.
Yes, until you close it. Okay.
Okay.
And then if you click on replay video, you can scrub it over here. Okay.
Okay. That doesn't look like a 30-second clip though.
I think it's because you just turned on the replay buffer and then you captured it,
Okay.
so it wasn't on for long enough.
All right, cool. And then the stop button. What gets me out of replay?
Don't bother with that. Just hide it. Just hide it.
So
Just go to replay group and hide it.
Okay. Okay, cool. All right. Luckily, I have a teenager sitting next to me who should be able to help me figure all that out
thank
again.
you. No pressure.
And then, by the way, so that logo says Ripper Replay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you'll know you're on a replay mode.
Okay. Thank you, King. All right, so we're in the red ring here. We've got white. We got Connor in red. I don't know the gentleman's name in white. Jose is in white. Jose, you've seen him before. He's got the swordsmanship. He likes to use it. Now I'm going to guess Jose comes with a background in some kind of other swordsmanship. Connor is fast and athletic. He's down 4-0 in this match right now. Let's see if Connor can get out of this corner. Now I know Connor personally, so I know he's getting frustrated, and not frustrated in a bad way, but frustrated in a good way, where he's going to want to score a point. Let's see what he does. He's got these long reach, he's fast, he's wiry,
Yeah. That was really good.
and he
That was
lands with a
That was
clean hit.
Completely clean.
2 points for Connor. Great job. Oh, he comes in again. White came in, Jose came in and attacked hard.
White also stepped out on his bounce.
Our primary judge couldn't see it. Our secondary judge is calling that a point in Connor's favor. Scores 4-3 for White. Jose comes out. Connor's coming out. Connor's coming out hard. Chases Jose out of the ring. But it looks like Jose might have landed a point first. I'm not sure. Let's see what's
I
happening.
do believe it was at the same time.
So Jose is doing some talking to Connor. Looks like there's a little bit of like frustration happening by the athletes right now.
Yeah, that is true.
Jose is. We got our referees are conferring. So the conversation right now between our referees is he did leave the ring. The question is, was the break called before he left the ring or not?
They know when it was called. They just don't know what to do with the call.
Okay, so they know it was called. They just don't know what to call. And you know that when you speak, you're on.
Oh, yeah, no, I know.
All right, well,
Yeah.
let's go. Whoop! We got my secondary commentator here, my beautiful daughter Izzy. Let's see. Look, Connor. Both of these athletes are getting a little chippy, and this is a fun part. Oh, a deadly snipe right there. clean 2 points in favor of white. Score is 6-3. Here come our athletes. Connor, I'm telling you guys, Connor wants a point. I'm looking at a headshot. I'm looking for him to score. There. Oh, there he goes. Looks like an indirect hit. Too messy for our primary judge, David. He waves it off. No points.
Feel free to remind the ref to stay back.
You're fine. You're just like just
6-3 in favor of white. Here comes Jose. Is again. He's golfing. Not sure what he's doing. Maybe he's chosen the wrong sport. He's got some nice moves. Connor's got that long reach. I think he's back in the corner. Let's see what happens.
That was those.
Looks like a shot landed first. Connor did land a headshot, but it looks like Jose landed first. 2 points. Score 8-3. White. Good match. Our fighters coming together. Bringing the athletes together. Again, one of the things I like about this sport is the integrity that we have. And so after a chippy match like that, the referee brought them together just to make sure that things were all copacetic. Let's bring one of our athletes into the ring here. Bella, can you grab, or Jonah, can you grab both of them? Grab both of them. Bring them both over. Bring them both over.
Dear.
Let's see if we can get both athletes over here.
Connor too.
Connor, come on over.
8-4.
All right, so we've got Connor and Jose coming over. Thank you, Jonah, for grabbing them.
Jonah, go grab Connor too.
All right, so Connor, come on over.
Oh my God, that was
All right, so we've got joining us right now. We've got Jose. Jose, where are you from?
downtown LA.
Downtown LA. Connor, you can too come in. Come on. Let's see.
Right
Connor.
there, buddy.
All right, and so we got Connor and Jose. Now, I characterized your fight there as getting a little chippy. I'm not sure if it did. Why don't you guys tell us? Was there a little bit of chippiness coming in there?
No,
Or?
we're just us having fun.
Okay.
I
All
told him I was going to do something, and he came in, and I did it, but stepped out the ring.
Yeah, that was nice. That was nice. So you were talking trash? Is that what you were doing?
All day I was talking trash.
All right.
I talk trash all my fights. And the end of the day is all about having fun. It doesn't matter if I win or lose, it's about having fun.
Nice. And how did you find Lightspeed?
I did it in Pennsylvania, and then when I moved to California, I met my captain from Cray-Base, Tony, and then I've been doing it for the last 3 years.
Cool. Connor, how did it feel going up against Jose?
He said he was going to do something called the Statue of Liberty, and I still didn't know what it was, even though everyone explained it to me, and I still don't know what it is, even when it was used against me.
So you still can identify it. One of the things I love about this sport is that, like, when we're working out and training in the gym, a lot of times athletes and competitors will show someone else, what their move is, right? And so we'll see if Jose is willing to show Connor what that move was that Jose was able to do, what the Statue of Liberty move is, and if maybe one day Connor incorporates it into his own fighting.
Maybe. When you rushed towards me, I jumped in midair. That's it right there.
Right.
It's basically the moment you come in, I step to the side and just catch you off guard. Because he was coming in, I didn't want to get hit because I saw, like, if I moved to the right, he would have tackled me because of his speed. So I quickly stepped to the side but did not proceed the space. So even though I got the clean hit, I stepped out. So it was no score at all.
Nice. Now, you were doing a lot of dancing out there, a lot of footwork. Do you have a background in martial arts, or what's
Taekwondo, 3rd degree black belt, karate, 2nd degree black belt.
Okay, so you've been a lot of martial arts expertise and background. Connor, how about you? What's your? I mean, Connor, are you 16, 17? How old
I'm
are you
16.
now? All right, 16 years old. What's your sport background, or what have you done with your body throughout your life that has
I
made
done
you?
soccer as a striker and never made a goal. Yeah. And also did jiu-jitsu, and I just didn't like it.
Yeah. So Connor's a great example of one of the things I love about this sport is that this sport speaks to people who want to move their body and get engaged and be athletic, but maybe, football, the typical traditional American sports didn't work for them. Connor, what is it that you love about Lightspeed?
I can hit people, and I won't get any consequences.
I can
Sounds
hit
the same,
people.
man.
and-
I'll give you that too. I'm like, I'm gonna whack you as hard as. Let me repeat that. As safety as possible across your head.
Well, it's nice. That's one of the nice things about the gear and about the shifts that we have made at Lightspeed to the saber It's actually made it safer. The gear requirements that we have make it pretty darn safe. There's still risk, like there's risk in everything, but it makes it pretty darn safe to be able to go out there and whack your opponent in the head. So great job out there, Jose. Connor, great job. And good luck on your next matches, guys.
Thanks.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks for joining us.
At least it wasn't butter versus butter. That would have been.
All right, if you're out there in Streamland, please make a comment. Talk to me. Let's engage. Let's talk. Let's be a community. Tell me what are you enjoying out there? What are you seeing? Are you still with us? Look at my daughter moving the camera over so that she's in full sight. I don't blame you, kiddo. I don't blame you. I think that watching this sport is going to make Izzy here get into that ring sooner than later, which I like because it's a great sport.
No, volleyball.
No?
Volleyball's fine.
Izzy has been challenged by her younger brother to spar. I don't think it's going to happen.
It's not.
Because Izzy's having a great hair day today, and I'm not sure if she wants to mess that up by wearing one of our wonderful fencing helmets that keep us safe and protected and allow us to have the confidence and courage. One of the cool things is that when somebody new shows up and they've never fought before, why are we frozen here?
Did you pause the video stream?
I did not pause the video stream.
It might be back.
Ken, can you see why we're frozen here?
Oh, probably because the main cam is out of power. So let's change it.
Okay. All right, so we're going to be shifting cameras here. Our main camera is out of power. We're going to be changing that over. For now, you can look at our two beautiful faces, father and daughter. Look at this. Do you see the genetics? Can you see the genetics working here? Again, if you're new to the sport, if you've never competed, if you're watching and wondering, like, what's it like to get into a ring, go to lightsaber-league.com and you are going to be able to take a look at how to get involved, all right? And when you come to a gym for the first time, when you find a studio, when you find a group, we walk people through a process, a very slow process, not slow boring, slow safe, that allows you to build up the comfort to get in that ring, to compete right away. In your first night that you come to a gym, you're going to be competing, you're going to get the gear, you're going to be able to get in there, you're going to be able to make some contact and have some fun. But we always show people some footwork first, some basic moves, we build up some confidence and some comfort level, and then we want you getting out there and fight. People want to be Jedis, right? It's a cool thing. It's a cool thing to get in the ring. It's a cool thing to have a lot of fun. Kevin says, I love how an inexperienced player can give an experienced player a run for their money because their moves are new to them. Yeah, totally true. I came in. I can't. To what scene? What do you mean? Just like a. Oh, there we go. There we go. Now you can really get a good view. So when I first started, when I first joined Lightsaber, I was an athlete. I came from basketball, primarily basketball background. I'd done some karate. When you first did it for your first time, I was talking about how we walk people through this slow process to get them engaged in a way that feels confident and comfortable. What was it like for you for your first time getting in that ring on your very first day showing up at a Lightspeed show?
Well, one of the things that I do remember from the first time was after Kang took us over some of the footwork and taught us a few of the moves, me and Jonah had a little sparring match, and I used his cockiness to my advantage. You can get a little bit cocky when it comes to these things.
It's true.
And I was a lot taller than him. I'm still taller than him now, just not as much. But I am really tall for my age, and was especially then. And so I used my long arms and the quickness and how I could kind of predict what he was doing just because he's my brother. I've lived with him for then it had been 10 years, and I could kind of predict what he was going to do and use that to my advantage.
We're taking a break for the light to reset the lights and stuff.
Okay.
And kind of make him lose focus, and I let him get too cocky, and then I just knocked him off.
So what you're talking about is using strategy, right?
Yes.
And mindset.
Big strategy person.
Yeah, it's great, and it's something that isn't present in every sport, right? You're not using a lot of psychology when you play volleyball, for
No.
example.
Well, no, unless you bark at the other team, which we do quite often.
Right, the barking at the other team. It would be interesting to see if we have any. We just spoke to Jose, who likes to trash talk.
Let's see how that works.
And let's see how that works. Kevin, one of the things I was going to say earlier is that when I first started, basketball is a sport where you're constantly playing head games with the other person. You're trying to set them up. You go left, then you go right. You go left, then you go right. You go left, then you go left again, right? And you've set it up so that your defender is expecting you to go left, right, then you go left. Throws them off completely. So when I fight a traditional fencer or someone who's traditional in martial arts, sometimes my just basketball background plays really well because I'm able to set people up and they don't expect it. They don't expect my style. And so when Kevin says an inexperienced player can really give an experienced player a hard time, it's really true. Plus another advantage that you can have out here is your height, right? So
Not
Big
necessarily
advantage.
being high, though.
so just go ahead and say that again, Jonah.
Not necessarily being high.
Being high can be a disadvantage is what you're saying. Tell me about that, because my son lands a lot of strikes to my head and I haven't quite figured out how or why. So as we're taking a break here, because lights have come on in the park, and so we're readjusting, letting the lights come on completely so it doesn't mess with our athletes' eyes, which is why you're not seeing any action right now. Do you see my beautiful head? It's just this like giant target, or like how is it that are you in this? Come in this shot here, Jonah.
Well, it is a lot easier to attack from lower, in a way, at the head because I don't have to protect my head as much because I'm lower, and it's a different angle, which makes it easier for jumping and striking at the head.
Nice. Like in boxing, for example, if there was someone who is 6'3" fighting someone who is 5'9", you'd just get annihilated, right? 5'8". You'd never be able to get close enough to me. How do you use your saber to help contrast that and create a closeness where you can get in and attack without getting hit by my length?
Well, especially with this saber, I have a lot of length on it because I can grab from the end and get a better angle and more length on it, especially when I jump forwards.
Nice. So by shifting your grip on your saber, you're able to extend your reach and
which hand I'm striking.
So you actually strike with both hands?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's an interesting question. If you're out watching, tell us if you are ambidextrous, if you use your left, if you use your right, and if you're able to switch it up. I really like to mess with my opponent and go with my right, which I'm primarily a righty, and go right, and then without them knowing, I just kind of like quietly sneak my my saber into my left hand. I appear like I'm backing off, and then I strike out with my left, right? So if I'm fighting this way the whole time, and then I turn, and it looks like the saber's in my right arm, and then I strike with my left, catches them off guard every time. No, actually, no one's been able to defend that yet. Especially, my son says he has. There's no way. I score many points like that with my sneak left. Kevin says we have a 7-year-old in our group that we spar with gently. He is so hard to hit because the saber is taller than he is, so he has a lot of guard. Yeah, the saber is taller than him. And again, it's something really cool about this sport is that we're able to get all ages involved. We got a couple people sparring over here. Jonah, can you turn that camera? You're going to see a lot of quickness here.
I can't see where to put it.
Can you see the screen?
It's too small for him. Just keep going.
Oh,
I'll
I
tell
see.
you when.
Yeah, we'll tell you. Right
Going.
there.
Nope,
I'm going to switch it over anyway
Not there.
to, let's see, main cam. Does that do
no,
it?
You got a fight scene.
Okay, fight scene. There we go. Good thing my kids are here. All right, so you're going to see some light sparring going on here. Both of these athletes, they have a lot of experience. Our athlete in the green saber has a lot of fencing experience. great footwork. He's way too fast for me. I can barely score a point on him when I'm in a ring with him. But he's really irritating because he plays with you, he dances with you, and but the beautiful thing about him also is that he wants you to get better. So some of the reason that he toys with you is with the intention of helping you as a fencer, you as a lightsaber fighter, you in the community of Lightspeed, get better at your sport and get better at your craft. And he's always willing to coach and always willing to help teach.
He was also our primary judge in the blue ring.
That's true. He was a primary judge in the blue ring. And if you notice, his saber is, some of the sabers here are different in the way that they're designed. You can get a saber for as low as a used saber, maybe for as low as $70 or $80. But you could also spend as much as $1,000 on your saber or more if you wanted to, depending on the craftsmanship. There's all sorts of cool different things that you could do with a saber. Here's like a basic version of a saber, right? This one will go used for about $80. And when you turn it on, it's just got one color. That green one you see there, upon every impact, actually shifts colors and changes colors. So you can look at this one here. We're gonna light up this one, if I can get it to light.
Do you know how to?
I do know how to, but it's not going on. We're gonna turn that on in a second. Some of our sabers, upon contact, will actually change color, right? These are sabers where you have a spectrum of colors. You can go red, purple, green, orange, yellow, whatever. Kevin's talking trash. He's saying, taking notes on how to beat the commentator. I like that, Kevin. And challenge accepted. Bring it on. So you can see the spectrum of colors in the rainbow here, right? And what's cool about these sabers is if you get them custom made like this, upon impact, let's see if we can get a hard enough impact. We're not going to be able to get a hard enough impact. But upon impact, oh, there you go. You can see it shift to purple. Oh, I can't hold it.
It worked easier when all three of us were holding it.
There you go. You can see it shift to the color purple. Great movie, by the way. You can see it shift to the color purple. So here we got fighters getting ready. Our lights are still shifting. We are going to... where are we here? All right. So Kevin, yeah, man, I would love to compete sometime. Maybe if you're down here, or we are traveling, or at maybe a future upcoming Vegas competition, or another one of our national tournaments, it would be a pleasure to go up against you, Kevin. I really, as a competitor, I really enjoy bringing a unique approach to the sport. I have a slight martial arts background, but really it's mostly like traditional American sports. So I'm playing head games. I'm using my size and my strength. I try to intimidate my opponents. I try to come out hard and fast, and I also use my footwork to fake out my opponents. So you'll see me stomping a lot. You'll see me stomp and strike at the same time. Stomp and strike at the same time. And then you'll see me stomp to make you think that you're striking. And then I stomp, hesitate, and then strike. So it's a cool sport because you get to do all sorts of different things. So here we got a red ring. Let's get over there into our fight scene. It looks like we got Connor out there. Two red against red. We got Connor, and I forget the other competitor's name. So no contact was seen, no points awarded. Alex. All right, so we got Connor versus Alex, both in red, red, and red, all the way around. All right, we're going with our secondary judge. Point awarded. 2 points awarded, so it's 2-3 to nothing in favor of Connor. I have sweatshirts in the car.
I have one on my right, so I'm just lazy to put it on.
You notice Connor's stillness, and what's difficult about Connor's stillness is he's fast, right? So he can jump start really quickly from a dead nothing to a quick attack, and it looks like it might have paid off there. Our primary judge definitely saw contact landed on Alex. Couldn't see what happened towards Connor, but he is awarding Connor. Oh, no, he actually awarded Alex 2 points. So it's 3-2 in favor of Alex.
He actually only added Alex 1 point and Connor 2. Alex started off 2-0.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Yep. I like tracking people.
I know you do. The joys of having a teenager. And there's a snort. I told you you'd hear it, and there it was, landed. The laugh snort. She laughs and snorts at the same time. It's adorable.
I hate you.
I love you too. All right, simultaneous hit, so no points awarded. Fighters come out. Here comes Connor. Notice Alex crouching a little bit. A lot of bent knees there. And Alex, if you notice, Alex is holding his saber with 2 hands. Now, the advantage of that is it's a stronger strike and stronger defense. The disadvantage of that, yes?
You don't have as much of a reach.
You don't have as long as a reach, absolutely. And with a fighter like Connor, who's got a long reach to begin with, ooh, looks like Jeremiah, a secondary judge, saw contact. I didn't hear any. A lot of times as a judge, I rely on my hearing also. Tell me out there, if you judge, what are some of your strategies as a judge? If you're joining us and you're a judge out there, what are some of your strategies? So you can see that two-handed grip is much shorter of a reach. So from that distance, there's no way they're going to land. Connor's too fast, too quick to back out of there. He does, however, there looks like there's a shot landed on Connor. Our primary judge sees the same thing, clean the other way. 2 points are going to be awarded to Alex, making the score 7-2. Connor is in dire straits here. He's got to do something. He's got to come up with something, or he's going to go down again. Another match. Let's see what Connor can do. Connor comes up, making contact, secondary contact, but Connor's going to be awarded 1 point. 7-3 in favor of Alex. Connor doing a drag sweep from the ground. Look, he's gonna try to do it again. He does it again. Was it successful? No. It looks like simultaneous from our primary judge. No points awarded. Let's see if Connor goes with that drag again. 9 seconds left. Connor's not. No matter what he does here, he's not going to be able to get back into this match. Simultaneous hit. 8 seconds left in the match.
Go headshot. Go straight. Just go straight.
It's going to be difficult for Connor. He's coming out hard and fast. He knows it's difficult. Did he land a foot shot there? Our primary judge could not see. Jeremiah says he sees a hit. Better angle. Alex Aroth clean. 9-3 final score in favor of Alex.
Technically, there
Great
are 5
match.
seconds left. Just technically.
Yeah, but you go to 8. So first, so Izzy's noticing that there's more time. Yeah, it's either 8 points or the time.
Sorry, I haven't done this in 2 years.
And we're going to switch over to our blue ring here.
That's why you use it in the finals.
We're going to switch over to our blue ring as our cameraman switches over. Kevin says, actually, we got Das Luke, who I'm not sure who that is. Introduce yourself. Says, heck yes, my favorite time of year. What is your favorite time of year? Did we mention a time, or you're just saying fighting? Last year, they did my boy Jeff wrong. Das, not sure what you're talking about. Can you give me more information? And Kevin's saying, Connor lost matches in that last stream due to time. I think he'd benefit from learning how to create openings instead of waiting for his opponent to attack. That is great feedback. I'm going to deliver that to Connor. Connor!
Oh, God.
Come on over. We got some good coaching from an experienced fighter here, okay? Here's what the coaching says. The coaching says Connor lost matches in that last stream due to time. I think he'd benefit from learning how to create openings instead of waiting for his opponent to attack.
No, he got me really hard in the beginning, which scratched my finger.
So we got an injury. Connor got a scratched finger.
So I was trying to adapt to being like, all right, what can I do with the new circumstance?
So was the new circumstance, like, were you in pain?
Like, it was hurt, but it was not enough to be like, I can't do this anymore. It was like, it hurt, but
so
I can
you were
still
in
do
pain,
this.
but you were still doing it. Okay.
Yeah.
So what do you think about this advice? Because I think this is really good advice for you. Because I was saying that you sit still sometimes. Like, you freeze. But that's an advantage to you because you're so fast out of the gate. So you get out there, you sit still. And when I fought against you, I'm looking at you sitting still, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna come in, but you're
I
so
don't remember
fast.
my fight against you.
You don't remember any
It's
fights
been-
against me?
Well,
it's been
it's
a few
before
years.
Corona, and I forgot everything that happened during
All right.
Corona.
So, but one of the things I like about the way you fight is you can stand still, and it's almost like you're playing possum, right? The way a possum plays dead, and then when someone comes in to attack you, you're quicker and faster to respond. Is that on purpose? Is that intentional? Is there a thought process behind that?
Probably like something. You're probably could like be like the deep theory of like how I think, but probably just something I just picked up and be like, oh.
Just something Connor picked up. Connor, are you going to fight again? Are you going to get another chance to fight?
I think I
All
get
right,
one.
let's get a W here. All right, let's get a win. I want to see you come out of the gates and see if you can use Kevin's advice. Kevin is saying, LOL, Corona amnesia. Very good, Kevin. All right, thanks, Connor. Good luck in your next match. Jacob, come on over. He's up next. Jacob, how are you doing so far in this match? You can watch, you can wait, whatever you want to do. So this is one of our fighters, Jacob. I have a great time fighting with Jacob. So you're fighting next. You're getting ready to go up. What's your strategy going into this next fight?
I'm gonna play my hardest and concentration, and plus have lots of fun.
Play his hardest, concentration, and lots of fun. I got to tell you, in this sport, more than probably any sport I've seen, our athletes like to have fun. It's a big part of it. Jonah, would you like to be on camera a little bit more? You don't care? You're happy? You're content over there?
I like being on camera, so we're good. Ooh.
All right. Let's see what's. You want to spar? Well, you can always go to a fighter and see if they want to warm up. Can we get? We're gonna switch over to the red ring here. We've got Brandon Neese fighting, landing a defensive into a. We're waiting to hear what happened. Not totally sure. Indirect. A defensive bonus and 1 point awarded to Kevin. Looks like our second fighter got hit right on the nip, is what he said. Which I got to tell you, in this cold weather, it's going to sting. We are in Southern California, but it is a little chilly out tonight. Here comes Neese, dancing with those fancy footworks. Again, reaching with the lunge. Looks like there was a shot to the hand. And our secondary judge didn't see either way. No points awarded. 4-2 in favor of Neese. Neese comes out, backing him into that corner. Our judges saying Neese landed. Couldn't see what happened. Let's see if our primary judge says Blue arrived clean. 2 points awarded to Blue. 5-2. 6-2 in favor of Neese. Oh, clean. I saw a clear headshot. Let's see what happened. Purple arrived with a headshot to Blue. 2 points awarded to our Purple Saber. Now the Purple Saber in the camera looks white. That's due to the reflection of the white soft light. You can see it's purple there now.
Damn, that was quick. Oh my god.
A fast arrival. Both opponents coming out quick, striking simultaneously, but it looks like a hit was landed first on Blue. So we got a score of 6-5 in favor of Neese. 1 minute left on the clock. Looks like Purple arrived first with a hit to Neese's hand. Score is 7-6 in favor of Purple. Here we go. This could be the game point right here. Oh, so that was an interesting one. What did you see there, Bella?
Headshot, not clean, but a headshot.
Okay, so we saw a headshot, not clean. There was a secondary hit. You're absolutely right on that. There was a counteraction. 1 point awarded. 7-7. Here we go. This is it. This is what we all live for. Do or die. Let's see what happens with these two athletes. Neese comes in hard, but countered and landed, avoided. A beautiful point. Score. Purple wins. Both athletes embrace and hug in the middle of the ring. Even Neese is pumped up about that loss. Excellent match over there. Let's get our athlete over here. Jonah, can you grab that athlete for me? Let's see what he has to say about that match.
Don't know their names.
Don't know all the athletes' names. It would be really good to have a list.
Okay.
Let's see if he's got time. All right, so we've got our last athlete who is in the purple corner coming over.
How's it going?
Awesome, man. Tell me your name.
I'm Andre.
Andre, all right. I'm Steven.
Nice to meet you,
It's
Steven.
good to meet you.
Again, I think maybe, I don't know.
So tell me, that was a great match, by the way.
Thanks.
It went back and forth, got 7-7, and
Yeah.
then tell me what your strategy was going into that last round.
Oh man, that last exchange was literally, if it's 7-7, I have to go for it. But he's super fast, and there was an exchange where I got him, and he shortly got me right afterwards. I didn't even see where his blade came from. It was amazing. So I'm like, okay, I can't do that. I have to be patient on this one. So, yeah, but no, Brandon's a great athlete. I don't think I've ever fought him before. So,
Okay.
So.
And so what was your strategy going up against Brandon or going up against someone that you've never fought before?
My strategy is always the same when it comes to just anybody. Is I just kind of go out there relaxed and do what I normally do, and then I take it from there. I watch their footwork, I watch their handwork, their body movement, but then I have to adjust as I see fit because everybody's different.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, Brandon's quick, man.
He's quick. He's got those dancing feet.
No,
you
it's
know,
the
he's got that
dancing feet. Yeah, that's what it is.
That's
Yeah,
very
yeah,
true.
he's so fast. And I know he's a great fighter. He's a teacher in Irvine, I believe.
Yeah.
So I know he's fast. I've seen him fight before. I'm pretty sure I've never fought him before. So this is just fun, and I'm glad I finally got to fight him. Yeah.
Awesome.
And I'm glad we went neck and neck. That's what I'm.
That was
mostly-
exciting. That was
Yeah.
really exciting. I got pumped. I got excited.
Yeah.
So I'm noticing your helmet here. Can you show our folks at home this helmet and tell us a little bit about this and also about how creativity shows up in the sport?
Okay, so the best part about this, actually, it's one of the driving factors for me was how I could use art and expression to be a part of our costume and or our fighting kit. And these are literally just some ears on a headband that I just grafted on with some hot glue into my mask. And I've been fighting with this for 2-3 years now. And I usually have a tail, but I couldn't find it. It's fun. People try to hit it. So it's it's all in the fun of sports and just sportsmanship. But I'm the head of Lone Wolf Base, so it's my wolf mask.
Makes sense. Makes sense. Very cool. Very cool.
Yeah.
So for people watching at home, I know that when I first came to the sport, I have a typical traditional American sport background, right?
Uh-huh.
And I really like the creativity that was involved here. What would you say to someone who's picking up the sport about expressing themselves and how this sport helps you do that?
Oh man, you know what? This is just so. First off, it's a sport based off of a total nerdy sci-fi fandom, you know. So just be yourself, and then just do whatever you want to do. Have fun. First off, I know it's a competitive sport, but have fun. We're all here to have fun, and my dog's yelling at me. But yeah,
and
have
bring your
fun.
dog when you participate.
Bring your dog. Have fun and don't let anybody tell you otherwise. But I don't think anybody's ever going to do that. This community is so accepting and so fun that we've seen so many cool masks and outfits, and people build armor for some things. You know, just be you. Just be you and show up. Once you get in, you get addicted. So I've been doing this for 5+ years now. So
very cool.
Yeah.
Well, piggybacking off that, I want to thank you and everyone else who brings some creative juice to the sport, because it has given me permission to be more me.
Right. Yeah.
Right. And to be okay with being where I am, who I am, and bringing myself.
Of course. Yeah. And you know what? I do not recommend ears though. These do count when they get hit. So.
Interesting. Okay, very interesting.
They do count.
All right.
So I have this much gap. I have ducked, and I've heard the blade hit the ear and flop the ear.
Yes.
And I'm like, yeah, you got me.
Yeah.
So have fun, but if you wear ears, just know that those count.
All right, well, congratulations on your win
Thank
against
you.
Brandon, and good luck on your next match.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Okay, take care. Thanks for talking to us.
This is what happens when your phone breaks, and it breaks the camera too. You can see what it breaks.
Oh, that actually looks pretty cool. All right, so let's see. We got some comments here. Cyclist Cat Lady, welcome. Yeah, a cyclist cat lady. Tell us your name. She says, just be you. And it is one of the things, again, that we believe here at Lightspeed. We believe in full expression. We believe in being yourself. everybody is welcome in this community if you are welcoming everybody else in this community. And if we can get our camera over to the blue ring here, we've got a nice match going on. It's 5-2, and we got our camera guy switching gears over here to our blue corner, our blue ring.
There you go.
We've got green in one corner, red or orange in the other.
Green. And that is.
Rock hardly. I don't know what the hot dog emoji means. Tell us a little bit more about that. Here we go. Both athletes, almost cat-like, baiting the other. Oh! He goes low. It doesn't work in his favor. Strike to the shoulder. 1 point awarded to green. 6-4 in favor of green. Here we go. Not a lot of movement. It's almost like they're in a library fighting. Very quiet, very still. Subtle moves. Calling a break. Honor. Okay, so this is an honor call. So basically you've got green conceding to a point. He's saying that I got hit, even though the referees did not see it. One of the things I love about this sport, a point is being awarded to orange based on the honor system of our green fighter. So kudos to you, green. Rock hardly, tell me your name, and thank you for the compliment. I appreciate it. I'm glad you're enjoying the commentating. It's something that it's new. You know, commentating the sport is a new thing. I'm trying to improve. I'm trying to get sharp. I think that one of my favorite parts about this is really talking to the athletes. Bella, have you enjoyed, or what have you learned from just some of the interactions that I've had with the athletes?
You still did the commentating voice when you're talking to the athletes.
I've still got my commentating voice on when I'm talking to the athletes. Is that right?
Yeah, you also decided to call me Bella and Izzy. You can't
Izzy
pick your
and
mind.
Bella, I can't make up my mind. Listen, I called you Izzy. I mean, called you Bella for 15 years of your life, so it's hard to just switch. All right, here we go. What do we got going on? It looks like it's 6-6 in this ring. Engage. Here we go. And look, the cat-like movements. Neither of these wanting to give anything away. Crouching tiger, hidden dragon. Oh! A headshot awarded. 2 points awarded. Clean. That's the match. In favor of orange. Landing that headshot. A beautiful shot. Let's go to the instant replay on that. Let's see if I can do it fast enough. I don't think I'm ever going to. I've already missed it.
You didn't download. You have to download it before.
All right. So I'm going to work on the instant replay thing. And really, frankly, it's just too hard for me to figure it out right now. I think what we'll have to do is setup. We'll have to do a setup where ideally there's a commentator speaking like I'm speaking, but I have someone else managing the keyboard, right? And so this way we can have someone who's doing that.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go over to the red ring.
I think that was directed at me.
And you notice that we have the gentleman Kevin who just came over and met with us. He's from the I think he said Lone Wolf, and he's got that wonderful mask on, telling you to be you. Let's see what his fighting looks like when he's being himself. Oh,
that was a multicolored.
Clean hit, landed to the hands. That's Alex in the red, is that right?
Yes.
All right. See, right there, that's a disadvantage of handling your sword, your saber with two hands, is that you really have got a shorter reach.
I agree with David on this one.
You agree with David on that one?
I agree with David on this one, yeah.
All right. Sometimes it's really difficult, and that's why we have two judges, and we have another judge who's there to help consult, just in case there's a disagreement. Score is 2-0. Yellow arrived first, so bring the score to 3-0. By the way, Bella, Kevin says, producer Izzy, Bella snort.
Oh my God. Thank you, Kevin. Thank you.
Yes, we definitely do need a producer. I agree. Bail Mar, welcome. Good to have you here. If you're joining us now, introduce yourself. Tell us your name, where you're from, how you got involved in Lightspeed. We'd love to create a dynamic and a chat. It actually would be fun one day in the future to have like someone be able to call into the show. That would be a lot of fun.
Oh,
I know, that'd be cool, wouldn't it?
I mean, like, you're not technically capable of that with your technical capacity. in
No,
your
but
brain,
we can
but
create a hotline where someone can actually call a phone, and we could like, something. There must be the software exist.
It wouldn't do well because think about it. If you're gonna call in, it's gonna have to go through their speaker, go through our speaker on our end, and then go through our speaker where we're talking.
Might not work
So-
well, but I believe it's possible. Make it happen out there. If you're watching, you can figure it out.
Have fun.
All right, so we got Bail Mar is coming from Virginia. All right, and how did you get involved in Lightspeed? What brings you to this awesome dynamic sport? Score over here, 5-0, yellow in favor. Really might come in with a clean sweep. I think it's got a lot to do with the two-handed grip. Look at coming in, Alex coming in from underneath there. Oh, I could hear the whip of the speed of that blade.
Come on, Alex, get a point in it.
Alex goes low. Yellow comes in high, lands. Shot to the hand. Looks like it might be clean.
David, again.
It's clean. However, Jeremiah, our secondary referee, saw something different. David is saying that he had a worse angle. No points awarded. 5-0. I will say it does look like Alex is learning the strategy. Oh, almost. Oh, I saw something land to the hand. Ah, awesome. All right, well, thank you for starting another chapter of Lightspeed. It's really fantastic how this sport has traveled and the time has gone off. 2 minutes is up on the fight. There was no warning, so David is allowing one more round, which really isn't going to mean anything because it's 5-0. There's no way for Alex to come back from this match. Alex likes that stomp. Alex is using, remember the stomp that I told you about earlier? Alex is using that stomp to try to bait his opponent. It didn't work in this situation, and we've got a nice win. As you can hear our athlete, as he's coming off out of the ring. We're going to switch over to the blue ring. The score is 7-2. Let's see what happens in this final point. It looks like the point has been landed. Headshot with a secondary. First contact landed. 1 point awarded to pink. The score is 7-3. We've got a match point here. 1 minute and 36 seconds left on the clock. Let's see what happens.
I think that was...
Break. I couldn't see what happened. Simultaneous. Didn't see it. No points awarded. Score is still 7-3.
I think my ring just...
Good?
I'm not concerned about applying it out. I'm concerned about it getting more loose.
Stream running any better?
Folks out there in Streamland, tell us how the stream is running. I know earlier you said it was lagging a little bit. Give us some feedback. Tell me how it's doing. If you can enter into the chat box, just type in the word yes to let me know if you hear what I'm saying right now. I want to see how fast we're responding. The fact that no one's entered yes yet. Live but low res, okay? All right, thank you for that feedback. No longer buffers since you went low res. Okay, I don't know, did we go low res on purpose, or did that just happen automatically?
We did go over.
Okay, awesome. All right, so thanks for that feedback. It's good to know that it's watching. Hello, Elsa, watching from LA. Okay, Tony's Crate Base captain, biggest fan, best ref.
I think that person sounds a little biased.
Perhaps some bias. Here we go. Oh, here we come. Our fighter's coming out. Jose is coming out quick. Oh.
So one thing you can do, okay, you can go to settings, okay,
So we just upped our res a little bit. Let's see if that helps with clarity on vision. And if it slows things down, please let us know. I can go back and lower the res again. All right, so we've got a score of 4-2 in favor of Jose over there. Who's our green fighter? Does anybody know who that green fighter is? Jose coming out of that corner fast. So David, our head judge David says, going by sound, he believes there was contact there, but it was on the blade, so no points awarded. Here comes Jose, fast out of that gate again. Oh, clean shot right to the hand. Jose knows it. He's dancing in defeat. Adorable dance, looking like Popeye. All right, thanks, Kevin. Here comes the Statue of Liberty. Let's see if it lands. He's got his hand up. Chased out of the ring. Point awarded. I don't know if stepping out of the ring, 2 points awarded. Very aggressive, very nice. He stood up on his toes. It's 6-6. This could be the final. If you land at 2 points, it's going to end it. Let's see what we can do here. Ooh, shot to him. Now, I will tell you that I'm curious about the green fighter because he's coming out. He's got a pretty full swing on that blade, which is something that I know that we discourage here in Lightspeed because of the speed, because of the power of it. He looked like he was swinging a baseball bat a lot of times, which can come out a little dangerous. So I'm curious to know. I don't know where we are right now. It's been a little bit with COVID that I've been back in the circle of things. So if you're out there and you have an opinion on that, cyclist Elsa likes Jose's dance moves. So did I. All right, we're going to switch over to the blue ring. The score is 3-1. It looks like our referee is conferring with one of our fighters. We've got Trish in the blue corner. Well, we got two blues over there. We got two blues. Trish is on the left side, and
I think it's Priscilla.
Priscilla perhaps is on the right. We're not totally sure. Thank you, Jonah, our cameraman. You guys, we're going to take you out for a good dinner tonight.
Boy, not the man, but boy.
3-1 in favor of Trish. Here come our fighters. Two female opponents here. Trish looks like she landed a clean hit to the chest or to the right shoulder of Priscilla.
Also, I don't know.
Kevin says we have a gal in our group that has slow, wide swings that leave the worst bruises. Wide swings have even more power than you think. It's true. They're discouraged. I believe rules were passed recently in the last couple years that say you're not allowed to do a full swing. 90 degrees, is that what? Yeah, like past 90 degree, which has kind of been challenging for me to fully understand, but I just know swinging that thing like it's a baseball bat is not something that we encourage or allow.
Or a golf club.
Or a golf club. Oh, Priscilla coming out of that corner hard, right at Trish. Looks like there was a hit.
Johnny, back up, please. Johnny.
3-point bonus favor of Trish for a block and a return. 7-3 in favor of Trish. Let's see what happens here. Priscilla coming in. Looks like there was a deflection there. Indirect contact from blue to teal. 1 point awarded. 7-4 in favor of Trish. Yeah, Kevin, I can. I'm going to confer with Kang when he gets a moment, if I can find him somewhere. But I know that a couple years ago there was a lot of discussion about it, and I know that I lost one of my best offensive attacks because I couldn't do that full swing anymore. So yeah, we'll look into it. Let me see if I can bring Kang in here too. Oh, Kang, do you have a moment to answer a question? So the conversation is, I commented a little bit on the swing, like that kind of striking, that full swing. And so there's been some conversation about what's currently happening, what the rule is on that.
On a full swing?
Yeah, on a full swing versus a 90 degree. I know there's been some different conversation about that.
There's only a specific rule for the leg. You're not allowed to use a full swing on the leg.
So you're not allowed to use a full swing on the leg, but you can use a full swing everywhere else. Okay. All right, so Kevin, looks like you are correct there. Kevin, that is astute leadership on your part.
Ooh,
I appreciate the feedback.
Camera guy, can you switch it to the red, please?
All right, yeah, so we've got an exciting match coming up here in the red ring. We're going to switch over to the red ring. And we've got Connor over here in the red corner and Jose, who likes to dance, he's wearing purple. Our referees right now are exploring his blade. It looks like it might be coming out of the hilt a little bit. Thank you, Jonah, so much.
Bossy.
Should I pay you?
No. Yes.
Should I pay my secondary commentator here?
Yes.
Jonah, you want to get in on this action?
No. Yeah.
You sure? Go ask someone. Go find someone. I don't think he's fighting at all. Go see if he wants to spar. Just go ask. That's one of the things I do. Again, this community is so great because, you know, young and old, we get to spar. Here we go. I was going to say,
Come on,
Connor likes to be still. Kevin and Jose likes to move. So let's see. It looks like Jose is... There you go. There's that dancing. Connor comes in, that long reach. Not fast enough for Jose. Jose comes in, makes contact. Secondary is saying, waving it off. Simultaneous contact, no point awarded. 0-0. 15 seconds off the clock. Bunch of swings, bunch of misses. No contact made yet. But again, you can see Connor's backed up into that corner. All right, so the judges broke on that one. They started up again. There was a hesitation. Neither fighter, looked like the fighters thought there might have been contact, but nothing was called. So the judges are going to waive that out. There's not going to be a call. No points are going to be awarded. And we're going to be 0-0, back in action. Let's get it going. Here they go. Oh, you're right. Thanks. It is not Jose. Yeah, was his name Kevin?
No. It was Andreas.
I forgot his name, but he was a cool dude, and I should have paid better attention to his name.
It was like Andreas or something. It was like Andreas.
Okay, he's got Connor in the corner. Connor's still. Now, Connor's long reach is not working because of the spacing, which definitely comes from our fighter's background. Clean swipe to the hand. Beautiful swipe on Purple's part. That should be 2 points awarded against Connor. Very clean shot, in my opinion. Saying there was a secondary shot, which to me was way too slow. I would award 2 points, but they're only awarding one. They're only awarding 1 point. Here we go.
Oh, Connor got that. It's clean.
So a defensive action. That hand straight up in the air, that's going to mean defensive action. And we've got 3 points awarded. So it's 4-0. Oh, man. So again, the judges are seeing the defensive action on the part of Purple, landing rewarded for the counter. 3 points again to Purple, 7-0. Connor, not sure what to do. He comes in hard, makes contact. Red arriving to the head first. 2 points awarded to Connor. The score is 7-2. Connor looking aggressive. That was Kevin's advice at home, to get out there fast. Now, Connor's done it. He just scored another point. Shot to the hand or the hilt. Couldn't quite tell, but that's going to be a clean shot. 2 points awarded to Connor. And Kevin, your advice to Connor, be aggressive. Absolutely. Connor is being rewarded for that right now. Indirect shot called by by David. So it was actually 7-3. Connor's going back to that stillness.
Come on.
Oh, there we go. To me, that looked like a clean headshot.
Are you?
David calling it indirect. Listen, I'm going to be honest with you. I disagree with the last two calls.
Yes.
I don't care what the letter of the law says. Connor should be awarded for those, in my opinion. It was aggressive. He's been annihilating Purple right now. But the score is 4-7 based on our judge. Connor coming out aggressive again. And as you can see, Connor learning from what's happening in this match because he's been coming out. It's been working. Let's see. I don't know what points were awarded there or not.
I should have gotten those last 2 points.
So no points are being awarded there. I got to tell you, I think Connor is getting the short end of the stick here. But let's see if he can stick with it and focus and come back. The score is 7-4. He's had 4 unanswered points. The match is definitely in his favor. Let's see what's happening right now with this momentum and if Connor can keep it going.
Let me walk away. I feel that.
Here we go.
I feel that.
Come on, Connor.
Oh,
that was
I couldn't quite see what happened there.
That hit his head.
Simultaneous.
That totally hit his head.
Their judges are saying it's simultaneous, which means we hit. No points are going to be awarded there. Rockhard Lee saying, left guy looks for favor pulling back as a defense. I'd recommend baiting, deflecting the counter, and countering his downward strike since he favors a downward counter. Looks like that could have been a clean hit to the hand.
Yes.
David saying there's a secondary hit, so it's not going to be clean.
Give him the point, David.
1 point awarded to Connor. He's sneaking back into this match. If he can get a defensive and a counter, he's going to win. He'll get 3 points awarded, and his final score will be 8-7. Let's see what happens. Oh! Connor sniped him right on the hand. Clean hit. A clean hit. 2 points are going to be awarded at 7-7. A fantastic match. Connor coming back from this. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Let's see what he does. Let's see what happens here. Oh! I heard contact. I didn't see what happened.
No.
Yellow arrives first. Secondary 1 point arrived to Yellow. Sneaking past this match.
No.
Such an amazing match. Andre is our gentleman's name. He lucked out of there. I don't know if he deserved that win or not. Andre is going to go back into the corner and think about a strategy. He started off that match fantastic, Bella.
Connor should have also had an extra like 2 or 3 points.
Yeah, Connor might be feeling a little hosed right now, but I have to say Connor stayed with it, came back, and that should be Connor should be feeling pretty good about that win. What would you say?
Yes, he should.
I mean, about that loss.
Yeah, if I was in his position, I'd be pissed. But that's also the competitive side of me.
Yes.
I'm a little upset for him because he should have gotten those points.
Yeah, that was a great match. Let's see what our audience has to say. Yeah, Kevin says good match. Guys, make some comments here. What do you think about that last match that you saw? And we're going to shift over to the blue ring here. And thank you to my son Jonah, who's totally on top of things, paying attention, listening, watching, enjoying the match, but also shifting gears anytime I ask for that ring.
There's been like 3 times where the governor changed that.
Yeah, you've been doing a good job too.
Thank you.
So what we got at score over 3-0 in favor of green. Honestly, my head is still in that last match. It was just amazing. Connor versus Andre. Great job. Looks like there was an indirect hit. I think we're all going to go out for dinner afterwards.
All of us?
Well, no, not all of us, but a group of Lightspeed.
I'm not going to know anybody.
Folks. Well, you do. You know Kang, you know Connor. You're hearing people's names all the time.
Yeah, but I don't know them.
All right, so over here we got green versus purple. Score is 3-1. Green is leading. Here we go. You can see a very traditional fencing step, the footwork on purple. I'm not sure if it means that she's a traditional fencer or if it's because she's new and is using the footwork that we teach in class. But based on the way that she's using and the grip that she has on her blade, I'm going to say she's an experienced fencer. traditional in her footwork. If you notice her footwork, it's very linear, right? She's going front and back, straight and back, no dancing around, no movement other than that traditional fencing footwork.
This also happens to be left-handed.
True, good point. Izzy, you did notice that she's left-handed. I don't have enough experience fighting left-handed fighters to know what difference that makes. We have a lefty versus a righty.
I don't have any experience fighting fighters, but
Now she's putting two hands on that grip. Oh, looks like she landed contact. They're calling green landing slightly first. Contact happens quicker with a left-handed fighter. That's possible. I like her movement, the way that she's rocking back and forth. Did not work in her favor on that time. Indirect hit, landing. Green should be 6-3 in favor of green. Here we go. All right, so we got the honor system there. 7-3, 1 point awarded. So sorry for my teenage daughter. My hand was on her chair. She doesn't like that.
The entire time, I've tried to ignore it.
Because it makes me feel powerful to have my hand on the other chair. The person that I'm talking to. It's a power thing. It's a control thing. Like, see, like you're with me. When I have two lefties in small group. It can be a bit jarring until you adjust. Okay, Kevin, thank you. Guys, oh, here we go.
What did you just do?
I don't know what I just did, but if you're watching, go ahead and interact with us. It's fun. Find the chat box, say something, make a comment, tell us what you love about Lightspeed. Tell us what you think about the matches you're watching. Look at the low approach right there.
You also switch to two hands as well.
Yeah, she goes back and forth between 1 and 2. That short-handed grip. If I'm fighting someone with that's holding on to a blade with two hands, I'm just going to use my reach. I'm going to stand back more and use my length because at 6'3", I'm able to reach pretty deep. I can't see the score. It is 7-6. We got someone coming back. Brockhard Lee saying, I feel left-handed people have a slight advantage. Most right-handers fight other righties. Less experience with the lefties. Yeah, that's true. 8-6, final for the green. Let's have this fighter come over here. Bella, can you invite this fighter with the purple blade right here over? Let's see if we can get her over. All right, Bella's gonna go get her. Invite her over to sit down for a chat. I want to find out like what her background, what her experience is. I love having guests come and speak.
Yeah.
Come on over.
Hi.
All right, hi. I'm Steven. Nice to meet you.
Priscilla.
Priscilla, great meeting you. So Priscilla, tell us a little bit about your fight, what you experienced out there.
So, it's funny because the first time I went to Irvine practice, Tom was also there. And I sparred him, and we were both really new at that point. So it was really kind of interesting for me to get back in the ring with him.
Very cool. So one of the things when I first noticed was that your footwork is very deliberate, right? It's what we teach out of the gates. And I didn't know if you were an experienced fencer or if you were new to the sport because you were so deliberate with that footwork.
Very new.
Okay.
Very new, yeah. So, I got involved with Lightspeed because my husband found them last summer over the lockdown, and so he started doing it. And then when they met back up in March, they were like, "You come in," and I was like, "Okay, sure." So in like April I started.
All right,
so,
very
yeah.
cool. Just April of
this year.
All right, very awesome.
Yeah.
Well, the other thing I noticed was that you have a lot of athleticism. So I don't know if you're a former softball player, where those squats come from, but you're able to get really low. What's your athletic background?
Marching band in high school, basically, and then after that, I've been chasing babies as a preschool teacher.
Oh, okay.
You gotta get down. You gotta be fast. You gotta have the reflexes, and so I think that's really what's driving me here.
All right, very nice.
And a weird style. I've never seen you do that.
Thank you. I've been working on it.
So
Kang pushes me really hard in practices, and so a lot of the one-on-one time that I get to spend with Kang and Tony when I'm at Crate Base, it means a lot. Like it definitely, I feel their confidence and their incitement, and I take that into the box with me. So,
yeah. What's something you love about the sport?
I mean the people. It's really good community, and everybody's here. You know, everybody has somebody here. You know, whether it's tall people, short people, you know, people who are really like light, people who are more built, you know, and it's all about what you bring into the box, and I really like that there's no one set way that you have to be to play this sport. Like, if you want to do it, you can do it. I mean, my husband has a disabled leg. He has a paralysis in his left foot, and he has a hip replacement on the left side.
Okay.
And he comes down here and he kills it. And so, yeah, Kieran. And so, that also kind of inspires me to do it. But yeah, everybody's out here and everybody has a chance.
Yeah, I was saying that earlier in commentating that, like, you know, there's no boundaries or barriers here in the sport. There's no, you know, I can't think of, like, the sport has no bias or prejudice in any way. Like, it's just like you said, two people get in that ring.
Yeah, you know, and like, there are some people who are really intense, you know, and like I enjoy that because I can be kind of a quiet, intense person. But there are also people, like, I've sparred with Rob before, and he's so loose and light and fun in the ring that, you know, it's fun to get beat by him.
He pisses me off.
I mean, you know, he knows how to push the buttons, but I just, you know, again, it's so many different ways that people come into the ring and approach you, and so, like, it's always new every time, so it's still fun. Yeah.
Well, good match. You came
Thank
back.
you.
You almost got it and turned it around at the end. Great job, and thanks for
Thank
sitting
you
down
so
and
much.
chatting. All right, so in this red, we got Brandon and Jose. Jose likes to get really close to the edge of that ring, man. For me, like, I'd be trying to force him out personally.
Trying? You just should. Do it or not, there is no trying. Seriously.
That's true. I mean, like,
We're
preaching Yoda here. It's 2-0 in Jose's favor. Looks like Brandon just got sniped with a shot to the hand with a secondary return, but we're going to get 1 point awarded to Jose for 3-0 score. You're asking about her husband. I'm not sure. Are you?
He's saying she's taken.
Yes, she's taken. Sorry, Rock Hardly, about that. All right, Brandon is down 7-0. Now let's see if you can turn this around. Jose is up 7 points. Looks like 2 points might have been rewarded. 7-0. Here we go. Brandon, let's see if you can turn this around. If there's a fighter out there who can, Brandon's it. He can change his strategy. He can change his approach. Looks like he's showing it right there. What am I looking at?
The directest point of contact. Yeah, and it is hard because they will call you if you point a little too close to them. But if you start here to cause a slide,
This one?
So you gotta be like,
Can I see that?
Grab it. Tell me.
Can I see that?
No?
Can I...
Yeah, so I created like this little book. I haven't been able to look at it yet, but I created this book of like little one-liners and expressions to be able to say. And some of these are Star Wars quotes right here. This one from Keegan, which I didn't like in the movie, there's always a bigger fish, which comes from the Phantom Menace. Well, because that was a reference. If you know what reference that is, there's always a bigger fish. By the way, we got no fights going on right now. We're getting ready to go in the blue ring, getting ready to go in the red ring. But if you know that quote, there's always a bigger fish, and you know why it came to be. Tell me in the chat box. If you don't, I'm going to tell you right now. That quote was a part of George Lucas's ego gone wild when he made the Phantom Menace. That was a direct reference to Godzilla coming out at the same time as Phantom Menace, and George Lucas threw that line in there to say, actually, Godzilla, I know you're going to try to beat us in the box office, but Phantom Menace is a bigger fish. And I personally, as a fan of film, I appreciate, the writer and director, producer, and total control of every decision in that movie, using his power to make a point like that. But I don't appreciate it in the Star Wars universe, because one of the things I love about the Star Wars universe is that it doesn't exist in day-to-day America, right? Like when I first saw Star Wars for the first time, it was like just this magical universe, and there's no reference
Did you just say was?
to any. Well, it still is a magical universe, but there's no reference to anything that's happening real in the world that happens in the movie Star Wars. You don't see a Coca-Cola can. You don't see, there's no stores that American stores. It's really this amazing universe that allows you to step into this world of creativity, self-expression, and just like utopia, right? So by Lucas kind of making these comments, these underhanded comments, and making it about his ego, George, listen, you created something amazing. Who am I to say or criticize you at all? But I didn't appreciate it.
Okay, good. We're good.
All right, so here we go. All right, sorry guys, I had to take a little bit of break, get some water. I need some comments, guys. Come on. If you're watching, make some comments, say some things, contribute to the conversation. Let's have a conversation.
I do have a question. It doesn't really have to do with Lightspeed, but I do have a question for you guys, which I've been arguing with my dad about for like three years about. And the question is, if you were to take everybody in the Star Wars universe and everybody in the Marvel universe, which team would win, Star Wars or Marvel?
This is a no-brainer, guys.
It's obviously Marvel. I don't know where your brain is at.
This is a no-brainer.
So, who would you guys think would win, Marvel or Star Wars? And remember, we're considering the entire cinematic universe of each movie.
Frankly, a no-brainer. The score is 6-1 coming into this match. There's 20 seconds remaining on the clock. Yeah, our orange fighter over there. I gotta wonder if he's got some boxing experience, what his experience is, because he likes to swing those shoulders in a way that looks like he's boxing.
Yeah, so we're ready to go. Okay, so I'll read you the scores and the winner. Okay.
All right, so if you're out there and you're streaming and watching this, can you just say hello in the chat box so I know that the stream is working right now?
He's getting lonely.
Okay. Connor versus Paulina, 8-1 for Connor. Kieran versus Paulina, 8-5 Paulina.
6-2. Oh, not sure which landed first. Looks like the headshot landed first.
8-6 Paulina.
But we ran out of time, so 2 points awarded.
Paulina, 8-2 Brandon.
Or 1 point, 6-3.
Jose versus Paulina, 8-3.
It's a good fight, a good match. Bella, can you go grab that fighter?
You can hit
orange.
I don't know who he is.
I don't know who he is either, but go grab him. See if we can get him over here for a conversation. Kevin says Jedi died from Order 66. Marvel has too much plot armor.
9-4 for Andre. 5-0 for Andre. 9-7 for Andre. 8-4
Bella. All right, thank you. All right. Come on over here for a second, if you would, if you're willing. I'm Steven. Tell us your name.
Rico.
Rico, good to meet you. Good to meet you. So, so I'm curious. First of all, great fights so far.
Thank you.
And I was wondering because I'm seeing this like swagger. I'm seeing you moving your shoulders a lot. Do you have a boxing background? Like what's your background?
No, none honestly. Like really, I kind of learned a little bit of boxing when I was a kid, but not much. Like not enough to like I don't know. I just kind of like made it up as I went along. I used to like watch old samurai movies.
Okay, all right.
That's about it. Yeah.
All right, cool. And how long have you been doing Lightspeed for?
Since like the beginning of the year, kind of ish.
Alright,
My
cool.
buddy Andre, who's the competitor, I was actually just supposed to dog sit, but since there was a position available, I was like, all right. I was joking around when I brought my gear and stuff. That I was like, oh, like if something happens and there's a competitor going, I was like, oh, I don't mind rolling in, and then that actually happened. So
Yeah.
But yeah, mostly I've just been doing it. Started just to help him out, and then I don't know, went into a competition, and then I was going to drive him here. So I don't know, just kept doing it.
Yeah.
So.
Well, you seem to be doing pretty well out there. You're having
Thank
some
you.
success.
Yeah.
How's it felt? Is this your first time like in a tournament?
Second time.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how does it feel? How are you feeling?
I'm okay. This is definitely a lot fast-paced because they have like 2 matches going and everything. So we had a tournament at our place where I was a referee, and we only had one arena, so kind of like a long night. But other than that, it's been, I like it. It's good.
Cool. What's your favorite thing about the sport?
Honestly, just like kind of the adrenaline that goes along with that. Just like, I don't know, I ride a motorcycle, so and I'm a little reckless, honestly. So just having this is just really fun too.
It is. It pumps you up.
Yeah.
There's something like you're fighting, but like, it's with this gear.
Yeah.
Right. What's the hardest thing for you about the sport?
Fighting blind to like just all the competitors. 'Cause I mean, I fought a couple of these people like a long time ago, but I don't remember anything. So it's just like coming into new competitors and fighting blind every single one of them. Because I'm a very reactionary fighter based off of like for my fighting style for me. So I gotta make sure like where I can and can't move.
Okay, so that means he falls
Yeah, I
outside
don't
the
know.
standard
It's just
deviation.
definitely having to
So
gauge
we're
the
not
other
gonna count
opponent.
him
Like
for
it's a very
points.
tense situation. So it's fun though.
All right. Well, thanks for being willing to sit down and chat.
Thank you very much.
And good luck in your next match.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, all right. Everything else looks about right, I think.
Want to jump in?
Okay. So, when we go
Come
to the-
join.
Once they're done, we'll go to the bracket.
You can
We'll
stand.
fill that out, and then we'll go to
So then we're going for the highest route.
No, we want to go for the highest adjusted.
All right. So
That's
we'll
the
talk
last
Marvel
one.
in a moment. We've got a
So
score
it
of
tends to
what's
follow
the
the
score
same
over there,
pattern.
Jonah? Can you see it?
Sometimes.
All right, Jonah. What do you think's going to happen in this match here? So we've got Jacob. Have you fought Jacob before, Jonah?
Yes.
A lot in the gym, right? Yeah.
What that
What
means
do you
is-
think some of his
what that
strengths
means
are?
is like what it means is
well,
Brandon
it's been
scored
a
a ton
while,
of points on Kieran.
Sure.
So once we throw him out,
But
his score changes.
really, his like reach.
His reach. He does have a good reach. If you notice the way Jacob's holding his blade right now, that's a point against Jacob. The way he's holding his blade, his thumb is so close to the. Watch what happens. I mean, that's awful close. I would be examining that if I was one of the judges right now.
Yeah. And then I just figure out which of the
So, and by that, what I mean is, right, like he's actually got his thumb so close to that blade. If this was a real lightsaber, what would happen to his hand?
It would come off.
It would come off. It would completely come off, and then he'd really be like Luke. Not just a green saber, but he'd really be like Luke.
I think, or at least I tried to.
No, you've done this many times, but I wanted to make sure that you lead on this.
All right, so it looks like we've got a break going on here. Jonah, for everyone watching out there, tell us, how do you get better at Lightspeed?
Just time, repetition.
Time, repetition. What's one of your strategies when you've been in the gym for how to gain knowledge?
Really just watching other people fight when you're not fighting.
Watching other people fight when you're not fighting. And have you found fighters to be willing to coach, willing to share information and knowledge?
Yes.
What's something you've learned from a fighter?
Just to really like have good footwork and know where you're going, kind of.
Know where you're going. Tell me more about that, because that's not something I.
Like in the ring, where to go. Like if you want to go in, like approaching the other fighter from the right side or the left
you're
side.
still stuck in the tech
even
edit
where
mode.
you're attacking.
If you hit enter one more
Nice.
time, it'll exit.
So I'm asking Jonah these questions as if I'm entertaining, but I'm really not. I'm really asking him because I want to figure out how to beat this guy. Because when he was younger, I used to be able to manhandle him, but now that he's a little bit older, it's become a lot more difficult. We're going to go ahead and take a break here, and we're going to hear from our sponsors. Just kidding, we're not, but we are going to take a little bit of a break. I'm going to rest my voice, drink a little water.
Ripper Blades is our sponsor.
What?
Ripper Blades.
Ripper Blades is our sponsor. We're going to take a little bit of a break here. Ripper Blades, check them out. Google Ripper Blades. I'm not sure their website name right now, but I'm going to find it out. Ripper Blades. We're going to take a couple minute break here. Check out Ripper Blades.
Hey everyone, Kank Snow here. We're about to announce the top 8. Director Holtzman will be there. Everyone gather around the blue box. Gather around the blue box.
Number 9, we have Jacob. 8 is Alex. 7 is Matt. 6 is Brandon.
Brandon Neese at 6th place.
5 is Rico.
Rico Thompson at 5th place.
4 is Andre.
Andre Gonzalez at 4th place.
3 is Tom.
Tom DeMartino at 3rd.
2 is Jose.
Jose at 2nd.
Number 1 is Trish.
And Patricia Baller in 1st place. So they're going to go into brackets now in just a couple minutes, so that we're going to be forming the bracket, okay? So we'll be right back. Sit tight, and we'll be right back.
You got it. You got it.
All right, guys, welcome back. I just want to share from my heart for a moment here, about this community. It's a Saturday night, right? And I was given the opportunity to get to be a commentator. I said yes immediately. Difficult with my kids, right? I've got a 15-year-old girl and my 12, almost 13-year-old son who's competed and participated before. And having them here in this space is so easy. You got all these adults, but everyone's so welcoming. And so right now, my kids are over there. Tony, up from LA, Crate base, is hooking people up with poi. I wish I could show you right now. I'm gonna mess with that camera, but if I turn this, you might be able to see. You see that flash of the flames there? So that's called poi, and it's got a sparkler on the end of it. And you see it in like circuses and stuff, but I want to tell you that it warms my heart to. There's not many environments where you can bring 2 teenagers to on a Saturday night here for several hours. We've been here since about 5 p.m. and the kids are having a great time. And there's such great modeling going on here. So it's a community that I am proud to have my kids. I know my kids are growing as people from being exposed to all of these wonderful, amazing human beings who are attracted to Lightspeed. So in the chat box, if you're here, let's chat. There's a few people here who haven't said anything. Make a comment. Tell me how you're doing. Say hello. Ask a question.
I'll go ahead with this.
She adjusted.
That is not right.
All right, so let's talk Star Wars versus Marvel, right? My daughter asked this question. She seems to think that the Marvel universe would somehow win and beat the Star Wars universe in some kind of battle.
Yes.
I think she's
they
crazy.
would. No, I'm not.
Let's see what our peeps think.
Thank you, Kevin.
Kevin says, I'm
Thank
going to
you,
go with
Kevin.
Marvel. I know. Bale Mar says, Marvel Universe changes the rules as necessary. I agree. It's that new style of writing where it's like, well, we need this to happen, so boom, Iron Man has this new skill set that he has no reason to have whatsoever.
Do not use Iron Man as an example just because you hate Iron Man. That is not a
But Belmar says that start one, send more consistent. Dad's always right, and that's true. I agree with that statement. Kevin coming back. Jedi died from Order 66. Marvel has too much plot armor. Oh, pardon typos, no problem. Kevin, Marvel characters would not survive in Star Wars universe. Star Wars universe characters in Marvel universe would all become pals and cry at each other's funerals. Okay, I agree. I like that. What do you think about that, Paul?
No. I think Tony would try and kill everybody first.
Okay. All right, looks like
Brandon and Red Box.
we're starting off. We've got Tom versus Brandon in the red box. Here we go. We've got blue box action going on. Trish is over there. I didn't hear who she is fighting against. It'd be nice if I had brackets. Bella, can you help me out there? Alex? Okay, we got Trish versus Alex in the blue ring. Let's see what's happening here.
You got 12.
Our fight's about to start. No audio. Well, there's audio. Oh no, that was an old comment. If you can hear me right now, go ahead and say hello in the chat box so I know. Ooh, that's true. Characters in Star Wars can and do actually die. One of the greatest losses in my life by the time I was 5 years old was watching this gentle, loving man, Obi-Wan Kenobi, die in front of my eyes.
Tony Stark died.
Tony Stark died, whatever.
Also, I'm sorry if I say anything.
Then they go back in time and things happen in the alternate universe. Like, get out of here.
Okay,
Get out. There's no accountability in the Marvel universe. No accountability whatsoever.
There is. There absolutely 100% is.
Yeah, let's talk Black Widow for a second.
Black Widow
Such an
is
unlikable
amazing.
character. Unlikable.
What is wrong
Her
with
sister
you?
is cuter, smarter, and more likable
So?
in every way.
So?
Yeah, okay. We're moving on.
No,
We're
Black
moving
Widow
on.
is much better.
All right, let's see. We've got.
Black Widow is much better.
We're checking gear right now and make sure things are good. Looks like Rob's just over there having fun playing patty cake. There's the snort. Gotta love it. Ow. All right. Sorry for the anticlimactic moment there. I thought we were getting ready to start.
Anyways.
It's coming in soon.
Marvel's much better.
Let's talk. What should we talk about here? How about a dad joke?
Oh, God, no.
All right, two fish are sitting in a tank. One fish turns to the other fish and says, "Hey, do you know how to drive this thing?"
You realize no one ever gets that joke, right? Like, ever.
I love that
Like,
joke.
it takes them forever to get that joke.
All right, Jonah's got a joke. Come on in here, Jonah.
Are you allowed to laugh in Hawaii?
Are you allowed to laugh in Hawaii? No. Why?
Just aloha.
Oh, I like that one. Just aloha.
Very cheesy, though.
All right, here we go.
When
Can we
don't-
switch over to red? I want to switch over to red.
This is important.
It's not important.
Yeah,
Let's switch over to red.
It's important.
We got a job to do here. It's not just talking Marvel. Score is 4-1 in favor of red. Nice is down by 3 points here. Oh, a strike to the leg. No return. 2 points awarded to red. 6-1. Nice is in trouble. I don't know if he's going to be able to get out of this one. Oh, another strike to the torso. 2 points going to be awarded to red. Should be the end of the match. 8-1. Boom. Oh no, we're going longer. Maybe we're going a full 2 minutes. I don't know what the rule change here is. Let me find out for you. Sean. We're going to find out what's the point change here? 2 minutes and 30 for the fights and 10 points. That's the change coming into these elimination match here. Yep, that's a lot better. Thanks, Bob.
Yep, you're welcome.
And we're just going to add our beautiful faces here in the lower corner. There you go. That's much better for people. Vian 2G4. Yeah, that's true. It did get to 10 points. I don't know what's going on here or what the...
Please tell me to stop charging. I can't yell at him
All right.
myself.
So we got, someone said 10 points, someone said the 12 points. So we're probably going to end up going to 12 points just to be fair. But Joe Jamar, what is up, brother? Man, Jamar, it's good to see you, man. Thanks for letting me know. Yes, I'll tell Nice at the next break to stop charging if he makes it out of this round. He's not going to. 10-2, that's the match. Nice with the loss. Wish you were here too, but my blessings to the lady. 10-2, final score of that match. Let's switch over here to the blue ring if we can, please.
Go ahead and fill in the winner.
We've got 4-1. Alex is in the lead. Trisha is down by 3. But Trish was just awarded a defensive bonus. That's going to be 3 points awarded, 4-4. Oh, a low strike to the foot land. It did. There was a counter, but it looks like the secondary hit. The judges are conferring. Red to the leg, awarded 2 points, 6-4. Red is leading. Now remember, this match is going to 10 or 2.5 minutes, whichever comes first.
Just right here. Andre Enrico. Andre?
I can't figure out why that camera is going blurry and then clear, blurry and then clear. Could be where the fighters are.
It's time to shine.
Are you using the cat?
Thanks, Jonah.
Oh, yeah.
It's a family affair here. We've got the commentating skills of Steve Buonaugurio, accompanied by the beauty and the bronze and the brains of Izzy Buonaugurio, and with the fighting skills of Jonah, who's standing behind me working the camera. And it's 7-4. Here we go. Red is in the lead. Can Trish come back? Oh, looks like there was...
Brandon, check the Twitch chat.
So Trish got in there. Quick hit, faster, 7-5. Here we go. Trish is sneaking her way back into this match. Simultaneous hits, no points awarded. 1 minute left on the clock. Not sure if that shot landed. Nothing was seen by Rob, our secondary judge. Tony might see something different. He's saying a hit to the foot. 1 point awarded to Red. 8-5. We're going to 10.
9-5. It's currently 9-5, by the way.
Mouse?
Favor of Red.
To where? I know. My son enjoying the comment to Nice to stop charging. Nice always likes to reach with that first lunge. What is that obnoxious sound? Score is 8-8 over here. Exciting match. Sorry for not paying attention. 8-8. Let's see. Look, Trish is building confidence. Oh, a strike to the foot. Clean as can be. 2 points are going to be rewarded to the Red for the final 10-8 win. Red. That was a beautiful ending to that match. Bella, what did you think coming out? Like, Trish was coming back. What did you think about that match?
I kind of knew all along that Alex, who's Red, was kind of going to stay in the league. I've noticed from his previous fights that confidence has a lot to do with it. So after he's gotten a good hit, he typically stays confident and keeps getting more and more. And then if he has multiple, if he gets hit himself multiple times in a row, his confidence seems to lack and he drops and he doesn't start to do as well. So I think the fact that he was able to start ahead definitely helped him with his confidence.
Nice.
Staying in the league.
Excellent commentary and astute psychological analysis of the match there. If you had, it's called being smart. Look over into this Red ring. Tell me what's going on here. 6-0. Andre is looks like he's taking advantage of that annoying sound, that obnoxious sound coming out of his saber. It's like a meowing cat. It's driving me crazy, but it seems to be serving him well as the score is 6-0. 2 points awarded to our newcomer in orange.
Rico.
Here comes Andre out of the box.
Also, the entire time Rico, the opponents that he's played, have all been actually pretty similar to how Connor plays, as in they've stayed still, or they haven't done a lot of dancing with each other. With this, both opponents seem to be dancing a lot, which seems to be new to Rico. He didn't have a lot of that to practice with in the beginning.
That's very true.
Where Andre seemed to play a couple or fight against a couple more opponents who use that tactic as well.
That's very true. Very true. It looks like Rico. Yeah, Kang's throwing that one out. Said it was too messy. 7-2 in favor of Andre. Rico moving. He likes to move those feet. He's dancing in there, looking a little bit like Muhammad Ali. It pays off. Andre knows it. Clean shot. 2 points. 7-4 in favor of Andre, but Rico is coming back. He's building his confidence. Look at him dancing around there. Muhammad Ali moves like a butterfly, stings like a bee, lands another shot with a secondary shot, but we're going to go 1 point. It's going to be awarded to Rico, I believe. They're conferring right now. 2 points awarded to Rico. Score is going to be 7-6. You can see Rico's confidence. He's going to come out of that ring dancing. Here he comes. He looks like he's waiting for Dre to make a move. He's baiting him. Is he baiting him? Let's see what's going to happen. Oh. Oh, clean shot. 2 points awarded to Andre. 9-6. Here we go. Andre's 1 point away from winning this round. Let's see what happens here in this match. Andre will advance. Rico will be knocked out and will only be able to come back to a future tournament. Looks like we've got a defensive, or is it an indirect hit? Kang's throwing it out because it was too close to call. 9-6. Here we go. Rico, I've not seen that move by him, lunging with his left foot for the first time. I kind of like that move. Oh! Rico had it open, couldn't take advantage of it. Kang conferring with Jeremiah, our secondary referee, to see what actually happened there. It was difficult to see. What did you guys see at home? Yes, fencing with sabers. And where is this going on? So welcome, Drew. We are in Southern California, out here in Buena Park. Lightspeedleague.com. Check us out. Where are you, Drew? Tell us where you are from. It's an amazing sport. 6-9. Here we go. Let's see if Rico can come back. Rico's. Oh! Quick hit to the hands. Delivered. No counter. 2 points awarded to Andre for a final score of 11-6. Congratulations, Andre. Let's go over to that blue ring and see what's happening over there. There's 1 minute and 24 seconds left on the clock. Not a high-scoring match in the blue ring. It's 4-1.
In favor of white.
In favor of white, and who is Jose over there?
Jose
versus Alex. Jose versus Alex over here in the blue.
Nope, that's not Alex. Alex is the red saber.
No, it's not Alex. Can you find out who that is? So it's 4-2 is the score. It's an adjusted score.
Jose, white saber, and Matt with the green
Jose
saber.
versus Matt. Let's see what happens.
By the way, Drew is from Florida, so I can give this back to King.
You can leave it right here.
He's busy in the ref and the one.
Thank you.
And Drew said he was from Florida.
All right, Drew from Florida. So let's find out what we got going on in Florida. Kang, what's the closest? Do we have a Lightspeed in Florida right now?
Yes, but it's rather exclusive.
A rather exclusive
because,
base in Florida.
The team is entirely made up of retirees. They're part of the village's retirement community.
There's a village retirement community doing Lightspeed in Florida. So Drew, if you're 65 or older and perhaps retired and you live in the villages in South Florida, I'm going to guess that is.
Then you can join the Lightspeed Saber V50s.
You can join the Lightspeed Saber V50s. Or you can start your own base. Reach out to lightspeedsaberleague.com. We'd love to. We're always looking for people to expand, Drew. So you're more than welcome. But keep checking us out. Reach out, contact us. and we can see what we can do to get you started.
The score over here currently happens to be 5-4 in favor of white. So in favor of
5-4 in favor of white. Do you want to jump in and commentate? There goes Jose, showing his skillsmanship with his sword.
I can tell you, attack to the head.
You think an attack to the head's coming? By Jose. Oh! Looks like a hand shot there. Indirect contact from white. 1 point awarded. 6-4. 40 seconds left. I'm not sure if the time's going to run out or if someone's going to get those points. Let's see what happens here. I called a break. I'm not sure if that was incidental contact or what happened there or if anything was seen by Rob. He doesn't seem excited about making a call. 2 points are being awarded to white. 8-4. 22 seconds left. 8-4. Here we go. Let's see what happens. Jeremiah and Connor, can you guys step aside just a little bit? Connor. Thank you. That's okay. So Connor, one of our fighters. Connor, are you excited for your match?
I'm out. I got 10th place.
Oh. I just asked that question to Connor and he's out. I'm sorry, Connor.
You weren't paying attention earlier.
All right, and Jose takes that with a booyah. Jose, come on over here. Let's take that enthusiasm to the camera and see how you're doing. So that was a good match. You had the lead the whole time. You took a commandeering approach to that. Tell us what was your approach coming into that match?
Basically, I tried to keep it toesies with him, and there was a couple hits he got it. So I did. Not all fighters will do the honor shot, but I saw that they didn't score him the clean 2 shots. So even if I got hit and they gave him 1 point, I would honor it and gave it 2 because he put me on my toes. Like I had to back off a couple times. He even stepped out the ring, which is my flaw.
Yep.
If I did not step out of the ring, it would have been 10-2.
10-2, yeah. Well, I appreciate the honor. It's one of my favorite things about this sport. So thank you, brother, for enforcing that honor code.
Yeah.
And so what's your strategy coming in here? So now you won your match. You're advancing. What's your psychology right now going into your next match?
Basically, I'm just going to keep being aggressive and being defensive. Like either make them swing at me first and just go in. So I fake it out, and like the moment I see the first, like even if they get ahead by 3 points, I'm able to see how they react to me. Like do a couple fakes, and the moment I see how they play back and forth with me, that's where I get them. Like the moment you make your first mistake, I have read you, and it's game, set, and match.
So if you're watching at home, you can hear the intensity and you can hear the strategy. You might want to use this for your own strategy in your next match. Thank you. Best of luck in your next match.
Thanks.
All right, so over here in the red ring, we've got a score of 2-1. It looks like we've got Alex and Andre fighting. Andre in blue, Alex in the red corner.
Oh, hey, buddy, let's go.
Do you ever read the comments?
I do, but they've been coming in slow. Rock Hardley is saying since Jose backs up so much, he should rush in at the beginning, take up more space. Yeah, I agree with that. I always like to try. I look at the court every time I'm in a match, and I try to get out there fast, especially with my size, to make sure they have less space in that arena to work with. Moving laterally would help too, but a lot of people don't do that. I have the benefit of getting some great coaching from Jamar. Jamar, if you're out there, props to you for giving me some coaching on footwork. Jamar spent a lot of time with me working on footwork, dancing around that ring, moving quickly to keep my opponent off guard. So it's a 3-2 out here. Bella, who do you like in this ring to come out of this?
Andre. I think Andre has. I mean, even though he's down 1 point right now, I think that he has a better chance because he's kind of switched up his tactics a little bit tonight.
Oh, there we go. We got a shot.
Right to the head.
Landing on the head. Let's see. 4-3 in favor of Andre. Well, I appreciate it, brother. I appreciate it a lot. Rock Hardley is saying to work agility and footwork, jump roping and fighting stance while practicing movement works wonders. Great advice. 5-3. Andre's in the lead. Ooh, a big swing to the head. Oh! Andre came in hard, and it did not pay off for him. It looked like we had a shot.
Alex got there a bit quicker.
Alex did get there a bit quicker. 5-4. Alex is creeping back. 1 minute and 20 seconds left on the clock. Oh.
That was so clean. Oh my God.
It was 2 points awarded to Andre for a score of 7-4. Remember, we're going in this matches. We're going to 10. So it looks like there was an indirect hit. 1 point awarded to Andre. So the question here is this tourney banned the pommel grip? And there we go. Looks like a land to the foot or to the leg. Clean contact. 2 points awarded to Alex. 8-6 is the score. There's 51 seconds left on the clock. Not sure if time's going to run out or if Andre's going to take advantage, score 2 points here. Oh, looked like a clean shot to the hand. That's exactly what both our judges saw. Clean, 2 points awarded to Andre. 10-6, winner. Did you see something different?
No. No, I was doing that.
Awesome. All right, let's go over. We got our cameraman's already switching over to the blue arena. I like that. He's on top of things. And clarification here on rules. Is the pommel grip banned in this tournament?
No. No, it is banned in the qualifying rounds. But
it's banned in the qualifying rounds,
yeah,
but not in the tournament.
Now we're in the No. It's banned during the pools.
But now the elimination, they're allowed to. Okay.
Because these are the top fencers now, so we don't have to protect them anymore.
Okay. So it sounds like the pommel grip was banned for protection of new coming athletes coming into Lightspeed. But now, since we're in the elimination round and the pools are over, we've got more advanced fighters, don't need to be as protected as much, and so the pommel grip is allowed.
Another question.
Sweet, man. Yeah. The hardest part.
So the referee's calling a break on that one because I think things just got sloppy. They're probably going to waive this off and score no points. They're going to toss that out, just like I thought. And
Still talking trash. Or trash talking.
Oh! So unable to see that because of the two beautiful, some of our leaders in our group here, Sean and Kang, blocking my view, so it's hard to see. Yeah, we're going to disregard that comment. All right, so let's see what the score is here. We got 6-4, a minute and 15 left. Headshot awarded to Red, 2 points, 6-4. Sean. Sean, is there another angle you can see from?
I can see.
Yeah.
I'm wherever.
Okay. All right, so here we go. 6-4. He's back in the corner. Oh, and our red athlete took advantage of it, sniping the leg, a clean shot. He's going to be awarded 2 points for that. 7-4. Jose coming out of that corner quick. He goes. He reaches. Looks like Rob saying indirect hit. I'm not sure what I saw there. I saw contact and secondary contact. Rob saying it might be indirect. The judges are conferring. 7-4. It's a close match. They want to get the call right. Let's see what the call is. They're waving it out. Okay, so no call, no points awarded. It's still 7-4. 1 minute remaining on the clock. We're going to 10. Red leads. Fighters are ready. Let's see what happens. Oh! Both came out pretty aggressive. Both strikes, but first contact goes to white. 1 point awarded to white. 7-6. 1 minute and 4 seconds left on the clock. I like that, Jose. Jose made a strike to the groin unintentionally, immediately goes over to the other fighter, apologizes. The other fighter's response, that's okay. That's why I wear a cup.
Let's see who the other fighter is.
I actually have never worn a cup in this match, so I'm glad I wasn't in the ring at that time.
Currently, Jose and Tony.
7-5. Ooh, I heard something there, but no call.
No, I didn't hear anything.
Simultaneous hit. They're going to wave that out. Sometimes that simultaneous hit is really obvious, like on that shot. He had a headshot, but it was simultaneous. No points awarded. Score remains the same, 7-5. Oh! Jose's excited about something. He knew it. The judges know it. A clean shot, 2 points awarded, 7-7, 45 seconds left on the clock. Now remember, we're going to either time running out or 10 points. We'll see what happens first. 7-7, which means with the defensive maneuver and a return, you could score 3 points and win this match.
Oh.
Jose feels like he got in there first. The judges agree. There was a secondary hit, so 1 point's going to be awarded to Jose. It's 8-7 in favor of white.
Oh.
I'm not sure if Jose got a clip in there. No. So no one. Our primary judge didn't see what happened over there to red. They're conferring. Tony seems to be pretty confident about what he saw.
Yeah.
Like a good 10 to 15. Yeah, I got it.
So we're going to adjust the clock.
Go back.
First contact.
Stop. Fix it.
First contact from red. So it's 8-7 in favor of red. Jose taking a little breather, getting some air. 1 point awarded to red. Score is 8-8 now. 34 seconds left on the clock. This could be match point right here. Oh.
Jose got that first.
Jose is excited. You know he's landed first. He throws his hand up in triumph. First contact landing in favor of white. Secondary contact. So it's 1 point, 9-8. 28 seconds left on the clock. We're not going to finish the time because one of these fighters is definitely going to get the point. Jose hits to the chest. Secondary hit, but it looks like. Let's see what's going to happen here. It looks like that could be a stabbing, which is not allowed in this sport. They're conferring about it right now. So we got Sean Holtzman right now, who's conferring with the referees, bringing in the rules. They're going to throw it out, it looks like. No point's going to be awarded. So stabbing is like a Sith move. We want to make sure our fighter is okay. We want things to be safe. We don't want those blades. They're very hard, and they don't flex too much. And so a stab to the chest can actually cause a lot of damage. Jose had a straight arm there, and that's where the danger comes in. So no point was awarded. It's still 9-8.
The red saber has switched to a two-handed grip.
Jose back in the corner, but snipes his hand right there. Clean shot to the hand from red. A salute. 2 points awarded for the match. 10-9 final. A great match, a good battle. Jose's got to be disappointed coming out of that ring. You know, he started off real strong, had complete command of that match. That stabbing took place, seemed to upset him a little bit. I'd be discouraged too. He thought he had the win. He's asking the referee right now. Turns out it was not the win, and he couldn't come through with a victory. Bella, can you go grab that last fighter?
I don't know who. Oh, it's not. What's his name?
I don't know, but let's go find out.
Oh my god. Talking to people. So, I don't know. What?
All right, so I haven't been paying attention to the chat because that was so intense. I'm glad you guys are talking to each other. Please feel free. I'd love to see more of that in these matches. It's super exciting to have people talking.
The finals are Tom.
So right now what's happening, you can see the conversation right now. Jose is curious. He's asking about what's happening. Sean is educating him on some of what's going on. Of course, there's going to be disappointment and people getting upset when you lose. I mean, that's never fun. And so he's pointing out, he's demonstrating that the jab is a dangerous maneuver. Not done intentionally on Jose's part, but still can be very dangerous. We want to protect our fighters. And, okay. So a disappointing loss for Jose. We have a 5-minute break. We're going to resume in 5 minutes. If you're at home, you can grab some water, or you can listen to the exciting commentation right here. So first, tell us your name.
Tom DiMartino.
All right, we got Tom DiMartino. That was an excellent match.
Thank you. Yeah, he's an amazing opponent. He's fast, really fast. But yeah, that was a fantastic match.
It was a good match. I love how you come down here, you sit down, you just had a win, and you acknowledge your opponent right away.
Well, there are so many good people in Lightspeed. I mean, with a lot of skill and a lot of ability. And I mean, you get some of the neophytes that are still getting into it and still learning, and that was the whole point of the qualifiers in the first place. And the whole make sure you're holding the middle of the saber instead of pommeling, because a lot of us who are veterans did pommeling. But no, everybody's got speed, everybody's got strength and angles that I have to struggle to beat.
Yes.
I've known Andre for ages, so I was kind of hoping we'd be able to match up in this. So it's like, oh, good, here we go again.
Nice. So that's your next opponent.
I believe
And so, what's
yeah.
your strategy going into this match?
Don't get hit.
Don't get hit. Brilliant strategy. Sometimes harder said than done, or easier said than done.
He's very flowing with the orbits
Yes.
that he does. So that's the whole matter. Is that if you ask him, my thing is dodging. Just barely get out of range that fast. So it's a challenge against him because it's in, out, in, out, in, out.
Yes. Awesome.
But,
well, good luck on your next match.
Thank you. I
And
appreciate
it was good to meet you.
Very good to meet you.
All right,
Thanks.
take care. Enjoy your break time.
Thank you. Yeah.
All right, so we're going to take, you guys got a few more minutes. We got a couple more minutes till our next match. We're going to find out who our next match is. You want to find out who our next match is there?
Tom and Andre.
All right, Tom and Andre are going to be going at it in this next match. Should be an exciting one. Rock Hardly says, Tom didn't know he'd be fighting. Yes, not only is he fighting, but he's succeeding and accomplishing very much. He's a good counter hitter, is what Rock Hardly says. I got to tell you, sitting down and watching this has been fun and exciting, but I'm a little jealous that I'm not out there right now, getting to show off what I've got. And that's the great thing about this sport, is no matter who you are or what background you come with, you've got your own strengths, and you're going to be able to find a way to succeed in that ring somehow, some way.
I'm a little jealous that I don't have food. I'm not at home. I can just.
Yes, we
run
are
to the
hungry.
fridge and cook myself
We are
steak,
hungry. I
salmon.
did not order food.
Starving.
Look, I didn't stab. He actually pushed himself over.
So we've got. This is really interesting. We've got the instant replay going on. We talked about the stabbing motion earlier. Jose is looking at instant replay. That it looks like one of his fans that came watched. So we're going to bring Jose into this conversation. I want to have a conversation with Jose and find out what he has to say about this situation. So Jose is talking to Sean right now. He's very animated, and I'm going to invite him over here to speak, and hopefully we can get some clarity from Jose. Jose, come on over here. So hopefully we can get some clarity for Jose, gain some closure for him. He's a competitive man. I can't imagine that he's happy about that loss. So,
oh no, it's fine.
So tell us more. So what I saw there, right, you had a commanding lead of this match, and then there was a turning event, right, with this thing that you got called on for a stabbing.
And the groin shot.
And a groin shot, yeah. Stab and a groin shot, 2 back-to-back moves. The groin shot, I really liked it. I appreciated how you right away, you apologized.
Yeah,
I'm sorry
it
about
was
that.
an accident because when I went up, I wasn't fast enough to pull back, and then just I'm like, I didn't mean to hit the man right there in the jewels.
Yeah, and tell us about the stabbing motion. I saw you
So-
grab some videotape. It looks like you were showing Sean.
Yeah, because I want to know exactly what happened. So when I went in, he lunged down, so there was no way motions for my blade to go through. So it literally, my blade bent backwards. So it's literally considered a stab because I wasn't able to go right through anything at all. So anything that stops at the chest is considered a stab. So my point had to be thrown away completely.
Okay, so you're in agreement with that call.
Oh yeah, I'm in total agree. That's why I was like, I hope he's okay because
So
I
a
was
unique
like,
circumstance, right? Because you weren't stabbing, right? That wasn't your movement.
No.
But what happened with the timing of that was he came in, and so it created the end result of a stab
Yeah.
because your blade had nowhere else to go.
Yeah, like my whole motion, like I couldn't even move my arm to like completely, like I stopped my elbow from like even trying to go through.
Yeah.
So in the end, it's like, I'm not mad about it. I haven't fought him before. Regardless, the better man won, and in the end, I hope he wins it all. And I'm rooting for him because, hey, anything can happen in the match. You can be the top dog. In the end, the underdog can win. And this is my third competition I came in, and I made it in top 3.
Well, congratulations. Good job out there, and looking forward to seeing you at the next tournament.
All right.
All right, so you're watching Sean Holtzman and Rob. I don't know Rob's last name, but they're out there, and they're just kind of sparring. They're having some fun. Jonah, why don't you grab your gear on and get out there?
Yeah, come on, Jenna. Go fight. To the death. And don't feel
Just mount up and go stand next, and they'll let you come on in. It was again. It's something I love about the community, right, Bella? Do you feel welcome here?
I feel tired right now.
I know you're tired.
In general, I'm more hungry and like.
Well, like not a bad environment, right? Like you're a 15-year-old girl. Like this isn't exactly like the cool place to be. But tell us how you feel here.
Honestly?
Yeah.
Entirely. Okay. So the people are great. I get socially awkward sometimes. So if I'm go with my dad to go hang out with people because I don't want to sit here by myself, and then I end up standing there, and then he leaves, and then I'm just kind of there with like nothing to talk about. Mainly because I don't really do Lightspeed, and I'm not like a part of it. So I decided not to continue it after my first class or lesson. So it's different for me, but I feel like if I had joined and continued with it, I would have felt more welcome because I would have known everybody a lot better. But people are like nice enough to me for how involved I am.
Awesome. Well, I love having you here. I gotta tell you, it's like a dream come true to get to do something I love and have my kids with me. So go stand over there, dude. They'll let you in. Sorry,
Rob's
dude.
last name is sold it for those fancy dance moves.
Wait, what? Rob doesn't have a last name.
He sold it for those fancy dance moves. Okay.
Did you should do what my daughter does.
Be the
Be the DJ. Oh, well, okay, Kevin.
No, my music's not
No,
appropriate.
she doesn't like my DJ.
No, I don't. And my music's not appropriate.
All right, so we're going to see Jonah is going over there. He wants to get some tutoring via competition and see if he can get in there. He's waiting in the ring. Let's see if the veterans, Sean and Rob, notice that he's waiting. So we've got a young buck here, wants some exposure, wants to play. He's been doing a great job waiting and being patient and helping out with the camera. Let's see if the universe rewards him with some action in that ring.
Third place. I got third place because of him, and he ended up taking first, I believe, at the tournament in 2019.
And I got to tell you, if Sean and Rob don't have him come into that ring, it's not a matter of desire. It's just a matter of they didn't notice. Sean, great young. We're going to say both of them are great young men. I don't know how old either of them are. Rob acts like he's about 15, going on 7. And Sean is kind of has the wisdom of an elder.
Don't hit me with your saber, please. Thank you.
No, Jeremiah. That's not how it works.
Someone's about to die here. Why would you stop us? But also, respect.
All right, I'm gonna put the video on pause for a second here. Want to mention again our sponsor, who has done such a great job Let me see if I can go ahead and find. Where is that? Bella, where is the replay? I just want to show, like, I want to show the replay because it pops up the. Ah, there we go. There's our sponsor, Ripper Blades. If you haven't checked out Ripper Blades, check them out. Google them, Ripper Blades.
You can also put it in the chat if you want to do that, Dad.
No, I don't want them.
Oh, okay. Okay, be that way, I guess.
Again, our event sponsored by Ripper Blades. Jonah's coming, Rob. Jonah's coming.
And there's probably 2 multiverses. There's 3 other ones where it landed in a double, you landed first, and I landed first.
Just walk out there and put them on out there. This way you get out there.
That's true.
All right, welcome back, everybody. We are going to be starting real soon here. We got a match coming up. I wanted to be the center of attention for a minute, so I focused the camera right on me. My daughter's like, "Why are you doing that, Dad?" And the answer is, because, why do I have to share? I don't want to have to share the limelight. Like,
No,
here we are. Isn't that a much better
That's
view?
the only reason I'm
no?
here.
Okay, here we go. We'll do equal commentation here.
Okay, thank you.
Right now, you're seeing 2 of our fighters just playing it out here. Our match is going to be starting soon. You got to get up and get your own water.
I'm dying currently.
Okay. All right, let's get those guys out of the ring and get the real fight going on right now. Say hello to us. Tell us something. Tell me something you love in the chat box right now. Unless you want me to kick you out, I want you to tell us something you love about Lightspeed. Put it in the chat box, or I'm kicking you out.
Or you can just say who's been the better commentator.
No. What do you love about Lightspeed? Enter it in the chat box, or get kicked out.
Or who's the better commentator.
we're going to switch over to our fight scene.
There you go. You figured it out. Good for you.
Thank you so much.
Round of applause.
So I need you to find out who's fighting right now.
I already told you, Tom and Andre.
All right, Tom and Andre coming up. You see Tom over there in the red bandana. Andre and him hanging out in the same corner right now. Not sure why. They look like they're going to get a photo op. Stepping off camera for a nice little photo op. Two handsome men. All right, Kevin says Lightspeed is accessible. The other leagues require so much expensive gear. Yeah, so if you don't know, there are other leagues, and I got to tell you, look no further than Lightspeed. In my experience, the integrity of the organization, the safety, the speed, the athleticism, for me, is a perfect match for me. Our other leagues are fantastic. Everyone's got a slightly different style and different kind of mission behind them, but we definitely support all leagues, and we'd love to see the sport blossom. We're gonna get this match started soon, I believe. All right, our match is starting here soon. We're going to ask Jeremiah and Sean to find a better angle to watch this match in. Jeremiah, I can't see through you. Nope, gonna have to find like a different angle.
Jeremiah can stand back here.
All right, so here's what we got going on. It's hard for me to see. Sean and Kang are adjusting themselves so that they can watch the match and be there for any judging clarifications that need to happen. There's some trash talking going on right now, live in Buena Park, California. Some serious trash talking.
I know, right? All brony stuff.
What are these two doing? Rock, paper, scissors, shoots. You know what? Forget Lightspeed. Go to rockpaperscissorsshoot.com for your finest athletic competition around. All right, here we go. We're going to 12. We're going to 12. 3 minutes on the clock. Or first to 12. Let's see what happens. Let's get into this.
That was weird.
The Baron versus the Moose. We're going to 12. The fighters salute. Fighters are ready. They engage. And here we go. Oh!
I do believe that was
Clean shot to the hand. 2 points awarded to Moose. Moose is saying there was secondary contact. That's an honor thing. So it's only 1 point awarded to Moose. Oh, it was so subtle, but a clean hit to the hand. You could hear it. I heard it. It was hard to see. 2 points are going to be awarded to Moose. 3 points, 3-0. Moose is in the lead. Moose is coming out. Ooh, I heard something to the leg. Yes, there was a shot to the leg by Baron. Secondary landed to Moose. By Moose, but 1 point is going to be awarded to Baron for a score of 3-1. 2 minutes and 33 seconds left on the clock. Fighters come out. Moose with a lot of energy. Baron moving slowly, backtracking, and it looks like first contact was landed to the hand by Moose. 1 point awarded to Moose. 4-1. Moose is coming out there, moving those feet, dancing around a little bit.
Comes all the way out.
Baron slow, nodding with the head. Landed.
It's a good bait. I almost fell for it. I did fall for it. I'm not gonna lie to you guys.
So I'm not sure what the referees just did there. Headshot from Baron to Moose, 2 points to Baron. Scores 4-3 in favor of Moose. Look at Baron's slow movements. Baiting Moose. What'll happen? Moose reaches, misses, swing. Looks like simultaneous. No! They're saying Moose landed contact first to Moose. So first to Baron. There was a secondary contact, but Moose is being awarded the point. 5-3. 2 minutes and 13 seconds left on the clock. Look at that stillness by Baron. Unbelievable moves and a clean shot. Clean shot. Hand shot, snipes, 2 points awarded to Baron. Scores 5-5, 2 minutes and 8 seconds left on the clock. Fighters are ready, they engage. Moose comes out aggressive. Oh, another clean shot to the hand by Baron. 2 points are going to be awarded to Baron there. 7-5.
What's with the deep voice?
I don't know, I'm excited.
So you're gonna get down here and be very deep.
I don't know why. Because I'm being quiet, because I don't want the fighters to hear me talk. 7-5 in favor of Baron. The lead is definitely switched, and Baron is in control of this match right now. Indirect contact from Baron and Moose. 1 point awarded. 8-5. If Moose doesn't come back now, he might have this battle out of reach. Right there. Moose excited because he got that landing point. Secondary contact. 1 point's going to be awarded to Moose. He's pumped. He feels like he's back. It's 8-6. 1 minute and 53 seconds left on the clock. Looked like simultaneous contact to me. Rob agrees. So does Tony. No points awarded. 8-6. 1 minute 47 seconds left on the clock. Rob says better to award no points than the wrong points. I agree. Here comes Moose. He's hungry. He's hungry. He's moving around a little bit different angle there. He's cutting over to the left. He's backing up. He's retreating.
Oh.
Moose reaches, lunges. Looks like there's indirect contact. A tip has fallen off. Looks like it might be Moose's. I'm not sure. Moose calling for Rico to bring him some tape.
Do you want the other saber?
Bringing in the orange lightsaber. There's going to be a change in sabers here. Oh, Moose is confused and not sure. While the referees are consulting and conferring to see what's going on. Right now, this current score is 8-6 in favor of Moose. Let's see what the judges and the referees have come up with as a final score. You see Tony checking it, ceremoniously handing the saber over to Moose. Look at the smile on Tony. He definitely enjoys Lightspeed. He loves to ref. He loves the competition. That point was thrown out. Score remains 8-6 in favor of Moose. Fighters are ready. Baron still as can be, waiting for Moose to attack. I heard a hand shot. Moose defers.
Honor point.
9-6, 1 point awarded to Baron.
Go, Andre!
And we are going to 12 this time.
Oh, got a clean shot to the hand by Baron. 2 points are going to be awarded for that, making the score 11-6 with 1 minute and 16 seconds. Should be 11. Should be 11. 11-6. 1 minute and 16 seconds left on the clock. We're going to reset, make sure there's no confusion. 2 points were awarded on that last one. It's 11-6. Oh, almost a clean snipe. Not quite. Oh, there it is. Baron lands first. Secondary hit by Moose. Moose knows it's over. A hug. They embrace. Two competitors working hard. Final score, 12-6 in favor of Moose. That was a brilliant match. That was a brilliant match. All right, they're thanking the referees for a job well done. That was an excellent match. That was an excellent match for the record books. Good job, guys.
And commentators. Okay.
Good turn. Oh, thank you. Very nice, Jamar. Thank you very much. And an excellent tournament, an excellent match, an excellent final. Moose taking it. Let's see if we can get him over here.
Yeah.
Let them
Okay.
talk a
Well,
little bit.
I figure we'll do it because we're.
Yeah, so we got them over there. They're conferring. They're having a good conversation. So Bella, tell me, like, what was Izzy? Tell me what was something that you saw in this tournament that most excited you?
We can do what we can in that.
Whenever the
what is,
the points were really close,
Okay.
it got really intense.
It did get
And,
intense.
Wait.
The trash talking I enjoyed.
The trash talking. Yeah, there was some good trash talking. I definitely want to thank our
You can go ahead if you want.
our sponsor, Ripper Blades, and also thank everyone who joined the live stream. It was fun engaging with you guys. I would encourage you, as we do future live streams, to keep engaging with us. It helps build community. There was a lot of advice given from some of our streamers, and it makes it interesting for us as commentators, doesn't it?
Yes, for sure.
So thank you guys for contributing to the conversation. That's our tournament. That's what we've got. Let's see if we can get an interview in here. Let's get Tony over here. Tony, come on over here.
Hi. Somebody call my name. Hello. Hello, peeps.
All right, Tony.
Hi.
So tell us, like, first of all, great job refereeing.
Thank you
today.
so much. Thank you.
What's your strategy as a referee? What is it you're looking for, and what kind of mindset do you bring to refereeing?
Okay, first you have to use your ears, the sound. Not only the sight. So, and then also you have to pay attention to the if it hits a blade first or is it a clean shot, because that's between if it's blade and then hilt, that's 1 point, and then if it's clean, that's 2 points. So that makes you have to keep that, listen to it. So there's a distinct blade sound and a distinct hilt sound. So if you hear a tat, then that's a misparry, that's 1 point. But if you hear a duk, like a low sounding, that's a hilt, and that's 2 points. So
Yeah.
I use sound a lot.
So you're really using your auditory skills.
Yes.
One thing that I talked about earlier is sometimes referees, the action happens so fast.
Yeah.
You'll notice that referee kind of pauses for a moment.
Yeah.
And what are you doing? Yeah, what are
we
you doing?
play it back. We visualize like what happened. Like, okay, we did this, we did that, and then a lot of times when it's close and fast, we're not sure. We throw it out. It has to be like
it's not in the right order.
Semi benefit of the doubt. Like he definitely hit first, and yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Mhm.
Well, thanks.
So this is for fighting for third place.
So they're fighting for third place
Yeah.
right now in the blue ring. It looks like we have Jose out there. And Jose talking trash even to the referees. This is a man who just loves to talk trash. He says to
Jose's
Tony,
my new favorite.
"We're ready whenever you are. We're going to 8 with are we going straight 8 or do we have a clock at all?"
You want to do a clock?
Should do a clock.
Yeah, you should probably do another 2. Here.
So we're going to put 2 minutes on the clock, it looks like. We're going to 8 points. First to 8 or 2 minutes running out, whichever happens first. This is for third place.
Well, I'm just trying to edit clock.
Let's see how we do. In the meantime, Izzy, would you see if you can grab Moose over here, our champion, and bring him in for an interview if he hasn't left already? He's over there giving some hugs. Thanks, Izzy. All right. Rob is pumped. He wants to get out there and referee one final match. He doesn't want to go home yet. He's checking the tilt of that. He's checking the flexibility of that blade, making sure that it's in there nice and secure. It seems to be. He's hearing a rattle, so he's checking it to make sure it is safe and secure and locked in there.
So from here. Okay. So let's see. Go to calculations. Okay. So we need to figure out the.
All right, so if you're still here, stick around because we've got third place here. Battle for third place, and we have our champion coming over, walking around. It definitely takes precedence having the champion here to talk to for a moment while you guys get to see in the background a third place match going on. So congratulations.
Thank you.
Great match, great day, great night.
Andre's amazing. I was telling him when I saw these are steaming. I'm too sweaty. When I saw the roster of who was fighting, and I'd seen Andre in that already. I think I said that the
Okay,
last
so now
video.
we need to
I was like, oh, good, I
do
hope
how
I
they
get to go
did.
against Andre,
Okay.
because I know what a great
We can take
fighter he
this off
is.
then.
And we get to the finals, it's like, yes, I'm up against Andre.
Yes.
Awesome. So, because that's the thing. I was saying this to somebody else earlier. You pretty much, I forget who said the quote, but you learn more from the fights that you lose than the fights you win.
Yes.
And I've lost against Andre a number of times. So it was, and going into that final match, I know I'm like over eager and I'm going, okay, I want to go in. And it's like, do that. Screw yourself. Just wait for him, feel him out, and he had some great strikes there. It was only after I started to get a little bit above, I'm like, okay, maybe I have a little safety cushion if I'm lucky. Okay, and then he'd get another strike, and then he'd get the Simos and then two heads.
Well, it seemed to pay off for you today.
Yeah.
So what do you think? What do we got going on here? We're going for third
So
place.
we got the third place. Well, I've been so impressed with the new batch of recruits that I've seen here today.
So it's 25
I mean,
points per win.
again, the speed, the accuracy. I mean, some of the training that I have, I will naturally try and go for legs, body, head. But the targeting of just hands, just the number of times I would have my saber out and just smack. It's like, oh.
It looks like it happened just here.
Yeah.
Rob's saying it's simultaneous.
Right. So
Tony
now-
saw indirect hit, but Tony seems like he's a green, and they're gonna looks like simultaneous hits.
That's the other thing about Lightspeed is it's so
that's why there's a bit of a
fast.
bug with
Yes.
That
So,
I mean, it's good. There's some filming of it too, but and good that you have a judge on either side because it's just so quick. It's hard to tell. It really is.
It's 2-0.
But these guys are. I mean, everybody I've seen today has been fantastic, including the brand new ones. There was a young lady I was sparring with earlier who got a couple of good shots in with me, and Tony was pointing out it was her first tournament. I'm like, that was amazing. That was an amazing show.
It's a very fast sport. It's very things happen very quickly. Rob's saying that it was unclear what happened, so they're not calling anything.
Yeah, and that's a good thing too, because I mean, sometimes you can get ensnared in that, and you can get judges, whether this style of saber fighting or other styles, that have to kind of go back and forth. Well, what did you see? Well, what did you see? Well, I don't. But Rob's right. Better to throw it out if you were not sure and not waste the time and be able to just jump back into it.
Jose earned a point there. It's 2-1. 1 minute left on the clock.
Oh wow!
It's a low-scoring match.
Ooh, something that was that.
Jose seems confident about that. He's looking
Jose,
pretty confident. He thinks he earned a point.
Jose's got a lot of moxie, and it shows in his style of fighting. And
Looks like there was a hit landing on Jose and a secondary hit.
Ooh, okay.
Well, she's going to move down there.
Because and that's why you have to have judges on both sides, because one will see something from the angle they're at that the other one wouldn't have, and vice versa.
Rob's awarding a point.
Hop 3 after that, get D's.
I thought I saw Jose come down on the hand of the opponent, but I didn't see everything, so I'm not sure.
Power has gone out. Clock was at 103. The score is 2-1. So we're gonna find someone else to get a timer here.
Okay. So we got a little temporary delay.
So there's gonna be 103 on the clock. Score is 2-1. 1 minute and 3 seconds on the clock.
This is gonna be close.
We'll just need to.
Looks like we had some kind of power outage here.
We can put in there with their grade.
Oh, that's exactly what Tony was just talking about. Tony was talking about his auditory skills as a referee. You heard it there.
You know what?
It wasn't clear to see, but you can hear the clean hand shot.
Yeah, come right up off.
3-2. White is in the lead. You can hear the
Ooh, that was pretty. That was pretty.
Yeah, that was a nice one. Clean headshot,
Okay.
white to red, 2 points
that's-
awarded.
Yeah, sometimes that's what it's all about. Dodging,
Yep.
getting in there.
5-3 in favor of Jose.
So the only person, so Tom Riards.
Yeah, I thought I heard something there.
So let's see.
Oh, that certainly looked like hilt.
Yeah, it looks like it landed on the hilt.
okay,
Rob,
okay,
not sure.
okay.
They're
No,
calling
they-
that out, or
yeah,
waving it
they-
off. It looks like
Yeah, I think
5
they're
to
not
2.
sure, so.
Jose's in the lead.
Tom Riards is C.
I can't tell how much time is remaining. Probably about 30, 45.
I'm thinking probably 30 or 40. Yeah.
Jose gets a D.
Jose Riards is D.
tell you what, I don't think either fighter has the time to waste right now.
No, not really. It's close enough already.
So here, Tony and Rob saw two totally different things.
Yes, you're right.
And sometimes that's just the angle. It's the nature of the beast and the speed of this game. They're conferring right now.
So
probably going to be simultaneous, is my guess.
It was
One
it was
saw
a beat.
one, and the other thought
It
another.
was just a beat between strikes. So yeah.
Looks like Jose is acknowledging the point loss to his opponent. So it's going to be 5-3.
So you're
Jose, I don't
these
know
are
how
your
much time is
awards.
left. I wish I did. Oh!
Ooh, it's close.
Trish, how much time we got? 39 seconds left on the clock.
Okay.
Score is 5-4 in favor of Jose. 39 seconds left on the clock.
But Red can still come back.
Oh, you
and
can hear it.
Mike-
You can hear it. They both saw the same thing. Jose lands a shot. There was a secondary, but not in time. 1 point awarded to Jose, 6-4. It's probably about 30 seconds left on the clock. Jose getting
High
ready for a
guard.
Statue of Liberty move, perhaps.
Mm-hmm.
We've seen it before. You know he likes to do it. Is that shot to the hilt?
I think that was
Indirect
hilt.
or-
I wasn't certain, but it did look.
Looks like it
kinda
might.
hilty.
It sounded a little hilty.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I could attest
Rob,
during the
not
match
confident.
sometimes.
He's saying he didn't see it.
Yeah. I mean,
6-4. No
Yeah.
point awarded.
he's doing a lot of baiting there, and that's
I
a
tell
good
you, if someone
strategy.
did that
Yeah.
to me, I'm rushing in and just. What
Well,
does
it
Ken
depends.
call that? I'm going right for the head.
I think Red might have gotten masked. Yeah, Red got masked before
All right, Red
White
got
came
masked,
in,
so that's going to be 1 point awarded because there was a secondary hit. 6-5.
Okay.
Favor of Jose. Trish, how much time? We ran out of time.
Okay.
Last
okay,
exchange,
okay.
it's 6-5.
Ooh, it could all come to this.
Now it could, if Red can get a point here, it's going to be 6-6,
Right.
and he's going to push one more exchange.
Nope.
No,
White's got it.
White landed
White
first.
got it.
Jose coming in third place. Final score 7-5. Excellent match. So now, where does the name Moose come from? By the way, where does
I don't even know. I genuinely don't know. I mean, I've known when I first met him years ago. I just heard the name Moose, and it was later on that it's like, oh, Moose and Andre are the same person.
Yeah,
oh, okay,
It's funny how
okay.
that happens, right?
But yeah, you know what? I'm curious. Moose, come here.
Wait.
So
All right, everyone.
Oh, we're gonna make a quick announcement
moment.
here. Just 2 feet that way.
Go up there.
Oh,
Everyone, gather around, Sean.
All right. So we've got our Sean making our announcement right here.
I was talking about volleyball.
In first
Andre.
place, we've got Tom. Maintaining his C ranking.
Andre, you keep your rank as well at second place.
Andre also keeping his rank in second place.
Yes. Jose in third earns a D ranking. Yes. Moving up. In fourth, Alex also earns a D ranking.
Fourth place, Alex earning a D ranking. Congratulations, Alex. He's pretty pumped about it. He's pretty pumped about that.
And the other ranking up we have is Matt, who earns a
Also
rank.
ranking up, we have Matt. Going from unranked.
But yeah, congratulations everyone.
Congratulations, everybody.
Woo!
An excellent match, excellent tournament.
For these, you might need to fight over them. But
We've got some little prizes coming out.
prizes left over.
My guess, Bella, is that these are some Star Wars themed prizes. What do you think, Bella?
Probably. I kind of hope not, because it'd be too cheesy. But
And it looks like we've got some pop figures there.
Oh my
got some
God.
pop. They look
Wait,
like I
no,
might see him.
that
Is
is
that a
not fair.
Mandalorian? I
That
can't
is a
tell.
Mandalorian.
What do we got? Is that a gold Darth Vader?
They got a Grogu.
Tom's got choice.
got a
What's
Grogu.
Grogu's over there? Tom, what's Tom gonna choose?
Tom,
What do you
take
think?
Grogu.
Based on his
Take
personality,
Grogu.
what do you think he's gonna go with? Gold Vader he chooses. A good choice by Tom.
You were literally breaking my
All right, Andre's looking. He seems like a.
Take Grogu.
What did Andre go for? Andre, what'd you go for? Jose says the big one. There he is, in all his glory. Snatching Baby Yoda.
His name is Grogu, not Baby Yoda. It's not Baby Yoda, it is Grogu.
All right, everyone. Bella, can you pull up that replay thing again?
Yeah. You go to replay group.
All right, everyone. Again, we want to thank Ripper Blades. Our Ripper Blades replay, which I didn't get to do enough today, but Ripper Blades, our sponsor for tonight and for this tournament. Thank you so much to Ripper Blades. Check them out. You got many options out there. Go ahead. Next time you're choose Ripper Blades. But right now you can just see people kind of chilling out and hanging. One of the nice things about this community, no one's in a rush to get out of here except for my kids who are starving to death and really want to go get some food. Hopefully we'll be able to go out as a little bit of community, hang out, go eat somewhere, chill and chat. Thanks guys for tuning in. That's it for the show tonight. We're going to close out. If you're out there and you have any last comments to say, go ahead and make them. Otherwise, we're going to be saying goodbye. Yeah, we've got some.
Hold on.
We got some people. We got some. So we've got a fighter. Says, hold on. Do you have a question for me? Obviously, Andre's wanting some attention. So let's talk to him right now. He comes over. Yeah, we want to just tell us about your nickname. Where does that come from?
No, dude, it's an old high school nickname. I wasn't.
There we go.
It's just followed me most of my life, and like whenever people go like, oh hey, what's your name? It's Moose. It's just easy. Most of my friends call me Moose. So there's like a long, like underlying joke with a cow, and it's weird.
Okay, I gotta hear that.
No, oh man.
Not here, not now.
Yeah.
Sounds like a conversation for another location,
Yes.
another place,
Yeah.
and time. But if you're out there and you bump into Moose, go ahead, say hello. Great competitor. He had a great match today.
Yeah.
At the
Grudge
end,
match over here.
it looks like he got beat by the better man tonight.
I don't know about
Tonight he was the better man.
Lucky man.
I will have my day.
Moose wants a rematch. It sounds like there's a rematch.
Actually,
Come back,
Yeah,
stay
yeah.
tuned, and thanks guys.
Yeah.
Great job.
Thank you.
Excellent
Thank
job.
you.
Excellent job.
Thank you.
Bella, come grab a seat. Let me thank you for one final time. Thank you for
literally
your
sat here for most of the
contribution.
time, but
You did a great job commenting. I think you might have a future in commenting. And Jonah, come on in. Jonah, thanks for all your camera work and for commenting. I hope you had a good night. Did you guys have a good time tonight?
Yeah, but now I'm starving.
All right, I'm hungry too. We're going to go get some food. We're going to hang out with our Lightspeed tribe. Have a great night there at home. Hug someone, love someone, and join us for our next tournament. We'll see you guys soon. Have an awesome night.
Do you know how to end this?
No, but I wish I had some music to take me out. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. The music's going to take us out. Play it in your head. Have a great night, everyone. How do I end the stream?
Hit stop stream. And then stop recording.
Top.